Hello everyone, do hope you are well today. Do hope you are well. We've literally just had an Amazon order arrive. Like, I know what this is. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hi. Woo. It's amazing. Hi. Oh my gosh, I better... How is everyone today? Is everyone good? Is everyone good? Have you all had a lovely, lovely week? Because I've had a great week and I am a very, very happy being right now. Let me know if the music levels are okay and everything like that. Hello! Hello Kyberry, hello I'm Pim. I do hope you are having a lovely day. Do you like the new setup? We've got a new setup today. New setup. Does it look good? Do you like it? Hello is it Neftali? Neftali. Awesome. Ah! Hi Kyberry. Hi everyone. I do hope you are well. I do hope you are well. You drew a possum. Oh, I love possums. Oh my gosh. I love them so, so much. I love them so much. It's really hot. Yeah, it's very, very warm. Like, at one point I may have to put the fan on just so that we can cope with the heat. Oh gosh. You like the new setup? Yay! I actually thought it'd be really, really fun. So, there's some tweaks to be made, obviously. There's quite a few tweaks to always be made when it comes to, like, a new setup and stuff. But this is my new setup that I'll be having for Twitch streaming as well. And I thought it'd be really, really cool to actually use my iPad for digital streaming. Because something just arrived today, which I am very excited about. I know possums are really cute. I like raccoons as well. Raccoons are super cute. Like, super, super cute. I just adore them so much. They're just so cute and they're just so squishy. And then when you see like little videos of them running around, and I'm just sort of going, oh my god, I love them. Oh, hello Tally. Oh my gosh, hello Tally Plume. Do hope you are well. Do hope you are very, very well. So what's everyone been up to this week? Have you all had a really good week? I have just been over the moon. If you didn't know, I launched my Kickstarter this week. And it did so ridiculously well. It's insane. It's actually insane how well it's done. Trash pandas. Like, we were really, really surprised about it. I'm just gonna bring that decibel down a touch, just because I realise I'm quite a loud person. But anyway, if there is any issues with the stream, please let me know. So far, it looks so good. I'm not seeing any major issues. Major issues. Your fabric paint and code. Oh, heck yeah. I love when stuff like that arrives and you sit there going, yeah, yeah. So we're officially going live at 2. But first I thought I'd do a quick unboxing. Hello Liliana. Do hope you are well, my love. How are you today? Are you good? I'm just going to post in the Discord that we've gone live. Now live. Oh, you're not late. Literally, the stream doesn't officially start until 2. I just like to start a little bit early, just because I'm that kind of person. 1 second, I'm just gonna shut the door too. So, I thought it'd be really fun to actually finally have a face cam. Now, I'm gonna get really nervous about this, and I have really bad habits, so don't you worry about that. Let me know if everything sounds okay. Prickles jacket. I actually still have that. It's in the living room. It's super, super cute. So I am going to show you something that I literally just got about 5 minutes before the stream started, and I thought it'd be hecking fun to show you. So if you don't know, I had for the longest time I had an Wacom Intuos 4 tablet. Now I was streaming on Friday on Twitch because we were doing a stream for a convention, because we were doing an online convention, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's really cool. I'm gonna grab my tablet out, gonna do some digital art. That's gonna be really fun. This is before I learned about this method, which is streaming. I'm streaming on my iPad right now, which is kind of insane. but if I digress, I had to pick up a drawing tablet. It's been a very long time since I properly did digital art, and I'm trying to familiarize myself with everything. So, oh, Liliana, thank you. We just actually hit 2K on the Kickstarter today, which is insane. Actual insane. But anyway, my drawing tablet, unfortunately, after 10 years, had decided it no longer wanted to cooperate. So I had to pick up a cheap-ish drawing tablet. This one's about 50 quid. It's I have to class it as a business expense at the end of the day, because I still use my computer to do a lot of photo editing and stuff. So the good thing is about this, you're also going to get to see Bella a lot. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe it's hit over 2K. Can you believe that? 2K. Thank you. Well, all the funds that go from the Kickstarter get funded straight into the Kickstarter. That's always good. Bella's just more excited about the box, aren't you, darling? She's like, can I get in this box? Can I get in? Look. She's just like, can I get in? Please, mummy? Bella, can I? Let me open. Look, guys, seriously. Let me open the box first, please. She's getting in the box. Well, I'm trying to open the box. Come on, honey. Come on. Oh, that's heavy. Anyway, so I decided I wanted a new drawing tablet, because this is a really good method. This iPad method that I'm using to draw digitally is a really good method, and anyone can use it. However, there's some things that you just can't do with this as a drawing tablet in comparison. You can use the software that's on the iPad, but you can't use anything else. So, Bella, let me open the box. Come on. Can I? Right. You go there. Get that bubble butt in that box. That's beautiful. And that's there. Now Bella has her box. Are you very happy? Are you very happy? Look at this bean. Look at this bean. Are you happy now? She's like, I got my box, mummy. So, I picked up this, which is a Huon drawing tablet. Now this is a battery-free one, which is very interesting to have that as a concept. And apparently you can use this with phones as well. So I will be playing around with this, and I will be able to do a review for this as well. But this came highly recommended. I read all the reviews, watched a few videos, and this is the one that a lot of people recommended. So, for those wondering, this is the Huon H950P. So I'll be playing around with this. She does look very satisfied. She's a very happy bean that she's got a box. She loves a good box. Yes, so you can actually take the stuff that's on the iPad and directly get it to work on your computer. But I've been Googling a lot. I feel like that really old person that's trying to learn about technology and is only just finding things out. So I'm learning a lot, because in the So bear in mind, I've not streamed properly in about 4 years. And in the 4 years that I started doing digital, I was doing digital art and I was streaming, a lot has changed in terms of digital marketing. So it's very exciting to see how things have changed over the years and what we can utilize now in a comparison to 4 years ago. There's a lot more streaming services, there's a lot more user-friendly things, and I think that is absolutely phenomenal. And I am so excited to try out an adventure, and plus it's always fun to practice a skill, and I am very out of touch with digital colouring. I love lining digitally, but I am so out of touch with digital colouring. I still don't feel 100% confident with it, but you know, practice makes perfect. So yes, new baby. Mwah! Literally. Bella, how dare you? Come on, there you are. She wants the window. So yes, new tablet, new baby. So for those who are wondering, what I'm actually going to be, hello rats and bats. So what I'm going to be working on today is going to be working on some colouring pages. Now I have 3 more colouring pages to do to meet the criteria that I've already done, which is so exciting, because originally the colouring book was only going to be a 20-page colouring book, but then as a Kickstarter stretch goal, I was like, hey, maybe we can add 4 extra pages, because when you are printing you have to add 4 pages in increments. So you have basically you can only add 4 pages at a time. So originally the plan was just to do 20, but now it's a 24-page colouring book. But if you want to see what I've actually got on my iPad, let me know in the comments section down. Let me know in the comments on the chat. There is quite a bit on here which has not seen the lights of day, including some Dungeons and Dragons concept art, which will be for my for one of my guidebooks that I'm doing for my campaign guide, which is going to be really fun. I'm really excited about that. You got watercolors. Ah, yay! So last stream we did this really beautiful character design, really enjoyed it, and some of the beautiful concepts that you guys did just blew me away. I would not have thought of doing half of the things that you did, so congratulations. Today we're just going to do a very chilled stream. Very chill stream. Do you like it? You get to see my face. It's very awkward and I feel like I've put on like too much weight. I feel like I'm 50 million pounds, but it's fine, it's fine. And I had to tie my hair up because it is so warm. So warm in the UK right now. Apparently we're meant to get thunderstorms and it's beautifully bright outside, and I just feel very but do you like the new setup? I really like all the screens and stuff. I like the fact you can see prickles below me, and the fact that it's got like little handles down and stuff, so I'm just really excited. Oh, it's fine, don't worry. No, you're pretty, you're beautiful. But no, so this one is a page that I'm doing, and no, don't be silly, guys, don't be silly. Although you can see like my colour took really well to my hair, but it's been like 2 weeks since we've done it and it's just starting to fade. Wales is rainy. I'd love rain. Can we have rain, please? So this little lovely lady here, so with the colouring books they always have a description on the back side of them. So this lovely lady that you see here, her little title is a grumpy traveller, and she's a very, very grumpy lady, and she helps people travel through the Enchanted Forest. I thought this was a really, really fun concept, and she kind of looks like a Dungeons and Dragons character as well, which fills all the happy little moments for me. But so the tools I'm using for anyone that's asking is an iPad Pro. This is the 9.7 inch. This is the first generation, as well as the first generation Apple Pencil. I want rain. I'm so jelly. It's like so warm in here. Please send me rain. It's like apparently yesterday in the UK loads of people got thunderstorms, and I'm like, where's mine? I hate thunderstorms, but I'd rather the thunderstorms come so that we get released from this humidity, because this humidity is making my hair frizz out so much. Can we have the rain, please? But yes, so this lovely grumpy lady, I just really wanted to do like a really grumpy, like, you have the second gen. So I'm actually looking at upgrading this later on this year because I use this all the time, mainly for stickers and designs and stuff like that. So it's really helpful. So especially when I want to go and sit, say, in the living room and watch TV while working. It means that I don't feel as guilty for working all the time. Yeah, now that you know, honestly, Razor Dolly, when I found out, I was sat there going, you can do what now? You can do, excuse me? I can do what now? Excuse me? I was a very happy Sophie when I found out. I miss rain, yes. Hey, Puddin'. Mwah. Where are you going? You're gonna settle? Mummy's got to work, darling. You like the Puffle? Oh, Puffer Prickles. Yes, I decided to call him Puffles. Are you ready for Bella to get annoyed because I'm ignoring her? Hey, come on, Puddin'. Hey, beautiful, beautiful bubble butt. You showing everyone your beauty? I know Bella's being a show-off today, isn't she? She's just like, hey, give me attention, please. Cather everywhere. She's a baby. Speaking of babies, one of my art friends actually got her kitten yesterday, and I just sit there all the entire time going, I want him. He's so precious. But I thought these streams would be a really good way for me to get on with some work and, of course, show you all how I do some of my digital art. Because it's a very long time since I've done that. Now, I do like this new setup. I really like the new screen. The only thing is I really want to have like the iPad like slightly further up so that when I'm working, I'm not looking down all the time. She knows you can see her better. Yeah, she's just like, oh, you know, this is my time to shine. So it's just like, excuse me, this is my best side. Do you mind? This show is all about me. Yeah, it's been a kind of like crazy week for me. The Kickstarter is doing really, really well, better than I would have thought of, really. I set quite a low goal just to print the book. Mainly because I know that times are really difficult at the moment with a lot of things that are happening and with everything that's going on. And so I was like, hey, I'm just going to set this like the basics to get it printed. And I was very surprised that we hit that so fast. And then we hit the stretch goals and I was really surprised about that. And then it's just been one thing after another, and I'm very, very overwhelmed with all the love and support. Like, it's not even been a full week yet, and we are already past the 2K mark, and that's not me bragging or anything. That's me going, ah! No, I don't actually do all my colouring pages digital. So, I have done a few of them digitally. So this will be the fourth one? Yeah, this is the fourth page I've done digitally. The rest of them are all traditionally done. So I have them all here. They're all traditionally done like this. Can you hear that paper? Mainly because I like to colour them traditionally myself, because I'm going to go through and I'm going to colour all of these. But yes, they're actually mainly done traditionally. But in order to get some digital practice in, I've decided to do some of them digitally, because I think it's really important to try and keep your skill honed and try and keep practicing no matter what you do. Just because it's very important to consistently keep improving yourself. I think that's very important anyway. Just cause. I don't know. It's what I do. Oh, thank you. I'm really happy with the colouring pages. I'm actually going to do a video where I show off all the colouring pages. So there'll be... Because I'm going... One of the pages, because the theme's Enchanted Forest, I'm going to do one of the pages as Mushroom Hunters, which I'm really excited about. So that's going to be like a combination video plus me showing off the pages for the Kickstarter as well. So I'm going to talk about like how to do your pages traditionally and how to edit them for colouring in digitally if you wanted to do that. Because I sometimes understand that sometimes say you don't want to spoil a line art by making it traditional. Does that hand look alright? I can't help but feel it's not. Like her hand would be more like that because of the angle. Yeah, that's right. Digital, any tips on digital line art? I never seem to do it as well as traditional inking. So with digital line art, because there's so much that if you want like a rougher layer, so I'm gonna just quickly remove that layer for you and show you. I don't actually have line stability on. I don't like line stability. I think it makes your lines look too smooth. That's just a personal preference for me. But if you're using Procreate, there's a line that I do recommend called Syrup. And if you look when I'm using it, cancel. Let's just put a new layer on. So let's say I'm doing this. This is a really nice line. So this is the one called Syrup. And the reason why this one's really nice is because it's a really smooth line. So you can see there, it's a really beautiful smooth line. And I like the weight that you can get with that. So that's the one called Syrup. Another line that I really like to use is, where is it? I like Mercury, because Mercury has this beautiful, can you see that texture on the line? You can see that how beautifully textured the line is. So this kind of replicates in a way the feathering that you would get when you do line art traditionally. Another one that I really like, if I go to, is it this one? I'm still trying to get used to the way everything is on here. It's like another line that I really like is chalk and shale and chalk. It's because I saw chalk. And so like you'll see like this has got a really nice texture to it as well. But like I personally don't use line stability because I like the roughness that line work has. But I know other people like to use it because like maybe the hands are not quite as stable. But a really good trick for that, this is the line chalk by the way. Look how beautiful that textured line is. Oof. So if you really want to like, especially because this is Procreate. Now Procreate's a fantastic tool to use because it has a lot of really nice brushes and you can download some really nice brushes. Plus it records everything you do, so you're able to actually take that footage and make a video with it if you wanted to as well. It's really, really nice to use. It's possibly one of my more favorite programs because I've got Photoshop on here as well. But there's like some places that you can actually download some really beautiful, beautiful brushes. Like, look at, this is just what's in the pack already. And like, if you, after different like styles of line work, like I've used this one, like, look at that texture. Ooh, it's so pretty. Come on, Pudding. But if you ever have to texture, or stuff that's already pre-built into Procreate is already pretty good, but you can like build more up and do that from there as well. You are a nuisance today, aren't you? Are you a nuisance? Are you a nuisance? Yes, you are. You see, she's already wanting all the attention, aren't you? You're wanting all the attention today. I've decided this is just apparently going to be Bella's stream. But no, I'd say with line work, if you're going to do it digitally, it's probably best to look at what's going to work best with your work and how you can apply it to your work to best replicate the kind of scenario that you're going for. I really like rough lines, but for colouring books, rough lines are not best suited. Very smooth lines are best suited, which is why I'm using this one paint, because I'm just going to put the fan on. It's very warm in here. Are you very happy in that box? Let me know if the sound level is okay with that fan on. Just because I know it's quite loud. Clip Studio Paint because I can't afford an iPad and a pencil. To be fair, I bought this 3 years ago now. So I understand that it can be quite expensive, but I actually bought this secondhand, so it wasn't as expensive as it could have been. And I got a really good deal on it as well. I traded a ton of stuff in to be able to get it, and it's been really worth it. The box Bella is so cute. Yeah, she's just here with the box today. She's the box, guys. Hey. So, I've clipped Studio X. It's fantastic and better than Photoshop. Everyone's like got their own preference for like programs. Like I'm kind of stuck in my ways. I really like Photoshop, but that's just me. $80. Wow, that's really good. Considering I pay quite a bit. I pay for the Adobe suite. And I pay for the Adobe suite because, well, I pay for Creative Cloud. Because I class that as for part of a business, and it is something that I do use on the regular. Plus, if you're going into the industry, you have to have legit software. So, if you don't know, you have to have legit software because, say if you sent a file over to a client and a client has a legit version of that, sometimes the software can detect whether or not the item comes from a fake, like or a non-paid for account. So you just sometimes have to be a little bit careful with that. But if you are buying it, best off to buy it when it's on sale. Yeah, a lot of people use a lot of different programs, and like there is no right or wrong with programs. I think personally, I think like it's just dependent on what you as an artist prefer and get down with. I've used Photoshop for years, so it's just genuinely something that I am already used to. And I'm already familiar with how certain things work with it, and I just think it just correlates better to what I do. I mainly use digital programs for editing more than anything, and 90% of what I do is editing, so you just end up doing the same things consistently. Considering I don't draw as much digitally anymore. You pay. Oh my gosh, yes, Mushroom Girl. Yay! Oh my gosh, I love that idea. Yeah, Procreate's a really, it takes a bit of getting used to, but it's really nice to use. I think I got mine for £10. It's not a lot of money for a program that I use daily, and you can animate with it, which I really want to learn to relearn how to do animation, because it's been like 80,000 years since I've done it. Yeah, it's one of those digital art isn't for everyone, and it can be quite expensive, but I find that sometimes traditional art is just expensive as digital art. Mushroom Girls are the very best. They really are. I 100% have to agree with that statement. Oh my gosh. I think one thing that's really fun as well is just like how everyone's like art progresses depending on like what kind of programs you want to use. I have a lot of friends who use Clip Studio. In fact, I think I'm one of my group of friends that actually uses Photoshop. But I'm just so used to it. I just don't know what to do with anything else. My brain just goes, Oh yes, please share it in the Discord. Hello, Mitsuko. Oh, Mitsuko. I say that every time. Look how grumpy she is. She's just so grumpy, guys. I'm just like really excited because do you guys want to see what else I've been working on? Let me know if you want to see what else I've been working on. Yeah. Oh, everyone should just draw mushroom people. Yes. Oh, now I want to draw a mushroom. I want to draw a mushroom person. So, I know, I say it all the time. It's so bad. Hello, Frida. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Teen Spy Girls. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, of course. I can show you what I've been working on. So, this is everything. Everything I have currently on my iPad. Including pin designs and sneaky peeks. Silly question. What, my love? So, okay, are you ready? Okay, so, I'm going to go down to the bottom. You're going to see some Dungeons and Dragons stuff. You're going to see some map planning, digital art, sticker art, Patreon art. Are you ready for the madness? Okay, yes, there's pins in here. So, on here is some of my first times actually playing around with the Procreate program and using the pencil tools. I didn't know a lot then, and I'm still learning a lot with it now. But I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with this. I think I love her. I love her face so much, and that hair is just everything. Hello, Little Miss Random. I love Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons. Next up is just like more experimentation. Like pretty much 90% of this stuff is just me experimenting with the program and trying out different brushes. I think when we get a tool, instead of rushing head in, you just need to practice with it. There's quite a few practice pieces in here. This one's awful. It's terrible. It's me trying out lineless. I like the face. And that's it. I hate everything else. That is so muddy looking. But I understand where my mistakes lied in this. But that hair is everything. I love her face so much. Next up we have some enamel pin designs, which are things I really want to work on. But making enamel pins is very, very expensive. And it would be a Kickstarter that I would have to work on. But there's just a few pin designs that I've worked on. This one is a mushroom design pin. And we've got a Marie pin. Of course, my beautiful, beautiful lavender baby. We've got a Prickles pin design, and I was working on a Magnus one as well. Now it's one of those, it's trying to find a manufacturer that is highly recommended, that isn't too expensive, but also has like really good repertoire with artists, and a lot of them are in China. Or based around in China as well. There's some really cute ones in Malaysia, but you have to be careful with copyright, so I'm trying to find a really good pin manufacturer and get the costs up and all that. But they're really fun, just like a really fun batch to do. This is a redraw that I'm planning to do, but I don't like how she turned out, so I'm going to be redrawing this redraw. Very old character design. Prickles, of course, my little baby. This was for the see-through keychain that I did. Disaster lesbian self loves lavender. I'm going to tweak this and actually redo this acrylic pen. Acrylic keyring, because the company that I use normally now does recycled acrylic, which is really good, and I would prefer something to be on recycled plastic than just straight on plastic. Mainly just because it feels, it's one of those, everything I have with Plantwitch is made on recycled wood, or it's made on recycled materials with like the pins and that, so it just makes more sense. You know, this was some badge designs that I had, some rough designs. I'm thinking of actually making these into better projects. I really love the Witch in Training one, like so much. They're really nice and bright and colourful. Once they're out, I know what I'm spending. Yeah, because I was looking into enamel pins and lanyards as well, because I thought that would be really cute. This is a Mushroom Hunters acrylic keyring that I'm designing as well, to go with the Prickles ones. And then we've got the Mushroom Hunters, and then I'm also going to do a Magnus one and a Ember one as well. So then we have the lot of them all together. Hey Puddin'. This is, if you recognise this is already a keyring that's out. Hey Puddin', come on, good girl. This is a keyring design that's already out. Really love this one. It's Marie and Prickles together. Adventure Time fan art. I did this a while ago. This was to the end of Adventure Time. Really love how this turned out. I really think that if I was to do it again, I would change up Bubbling, so that Marceline's on the outside and Bubblegum is on the inside, just because it brings that pink back in and that black out, and it just really, you know, changes up a design. This is one of my practice pieces that I did with digital art. This is actually a wooden standee that I'm looking into making. So you can have like these standees. They're really popular for like anime characters, where it's like a base with the character stood up. So it's a almost like a 3D art, but it's not a 3D art, so to speak. And this was an experimentation that I'd really love to turn into one. So if I got rid of the background, the way it would be is Marie would be stood up, and then the base would be like leaves. This is something that is a plan for when the Plantwitch Kickstarter comes out for the full book. This is a standee that would be a stretch tier goal added onto it, because they're quite expensive to print, but I really love this piece. I just really love Prickles' face. Look at him, he's like, I want to take that broom. This is a keyring design as well on wood. I love this one. Just his little Prickles with a witchy hat on, and he just looks really happy and really so cute. This is the Positivity Plant sticker sheet. This is the design for all the Positivity Plants that I did, and some of these are pins as well. There's a lot on here, by the way, guys. A lot. More wooden pin designs, Natural 20, some Prickles, the Mushroom one, which I need to reprint that one actually, because I've got barely any of them. Prickles. There's always so much Prickles art. You should... There's like 90% of my iPad is Prickles. This was for the Moonflower one that I did, which turned into a limited edition print, which I cannot find for the life of me where I've put it. It was yeah, it is. It was a limited edition print that had gold foiling on it. This is a reject one that I made. They were all hand done with gold foiling, and I'm gonna do another one, and that was for MCM London, not last year, the year before, when Critical Role were there. And I remember, because I'd sold out of that really quickly, and then my brain was like, it's really cool. I really like that one. That's another experimentation with different line works. A plush keychain. Yeah, I could still do the wooden charms on necklaces. That would be really, really cool. I'm wearing a really nice one today, actually, which is gorgeous. But anyway, experiment. This is for a client, so I can't really show that much. This one here is for a client. This one is for one of my D&D characters. This is Lula, and Lula kind of talks like this, and she's just like this really, really happy-go-lucky like druid, and she just wants you all to have a good time. This was when we were playing, when I was playing on that team. This was like an expression sheet that I did for Lula, and I would change her icon depending on how her mood was. Yes, because I'm extra. More colour experimenting, more trying out lots of different things with the different colouring tools that are on here on Procreate. It's just more, I like to practice, no matter what. I like to try out different brushes. There's a lot of unfinished stuff there. This is because I like to experiment with different brushes, because I think that's super important. This is a potential shirt design for myself, because every time I see a really nice shirt that represents druid, because druids represent, it's always the same. It always has a bear on it, and it's a really cool idea, but I wanted something a little bit more natural, so it was like a kind of like a design for myself. It's just a test thing, it's nothing special, but I really like some of the concepts. I would like to go more and do more on it. We're not even halfway, geez. The Rowlet and the D20 that you see here, they're just fun designs that I worked on for badges and stickers. This here is a very, very special one. So this one actually is a pin design that I did for my best friend's wedding. They asked me to design something for their wedding, and I was so over the moon. In fact, I've got the wooden pin here. Oh my lord. If it lets me off. No, it's not letting me put it off. Oh, that shirt design, I won't want me to do it. It was just a fun, indulgent design. It won't let me take it off, but this is a wedding favour that I did for my friend, and I am going to be doing as a part of like business stuff. I'm going into like designing stuff for people's weddings, and this is one of the things that I'll be doing, which is wooden pin designs that they can actually have and give them out as wedding favours, or pictures of themselves. Hello, face cam. So this is like sort of something I did for my best friend's wedding. They turned out so good. It was so much fun. Honestly, it was so nice to be included, and it made me feel like a very special part of their day. This is my strawberry sticker sheet, which you can actually get up on my store at the moment. This is like a few designs that I did. This is what I mean by like the textured brushes. They just look so nice and so cute, and just add that little extra to a piece of work, and I really, really like it. I did the same on the Lemon Witch, as you can see. I like the fact that the Lemon Witch and the Strawberry Witch both have bunnies. It makes me very happy. Well, I got my Irish too early. It's just something I really wanted to do. This is the Pumpkin Witch with Plumpkin. So there's Plumpkin and there's the Pumpkin Witch. And they had purple lines, which worked really, really nicely with all the colours. I really like this one, in particular, this sticker sheet. This is a rejected design that I did. That I'm going to be doing a print to go with this one. This one's a Tea Witch. I really like her colour scheme. She's just really cute. I just think it's really fun. Her name's Tessa. Tessa the Tea Witch. This is an Ember and Willow sticker sheet that I did. So we've already got pin designs for Prickles, and I'm going to be doing one for Mushroom Hunters, but I'm going to be doing one for Ember and Willow as well. If you're just joining, hi, by the way. We're going through everything that I've done on my iPad so far before we continue. This is just some map working outs that I've done for D&D. More map stuff for D&D. There's a lot to do. I've got to do 8 maps over the next few weeks for both campaigns, so I'm just trying to like take it in my time and do them fairly over the top, so to speak. But I like to do really fun maps for the people to do. This is the Plumpkin and Friends Ghosts. So you got Spooky, Ookie and Boo. They are 3 little ghosts that hang out with Plumpkin. If you read the Plumpkin comic series, they're in there. I love them to pieces. But Spooky, Ookie and Boo. I really like them. I think they're cute. This was a test piece I did of drawing Bella to see if I could do pet portraits. I've still got a lot to improve on, but I love her face so much. She just looks so cheeky. But I like to practice different things sometimes because I think it's good. Hello, Glamey Arts. We're just going through my iPad right now, and I'm showing what I've been working on. This was a Christmas portrait. Oh no, it did not like that, did it? That was a Christmas portrait. Hello. I don't know why I did that. I've also got a Marie and Prickles one. This is going to be a keyring. So this is going to be a keyring design, a wooden keyring design, which I really like because it says budding potential and it's super cute. This is also another cleaning. It's because this one's called something. Sorry. This one is also going to be another keyring design as well. I really like the effect that I've done there, and this is just through messing around with the brushes in Procreate. Like, if you ever get a digital program, just mess with it so much because you can get some really beautiful effects, like building on top. This was a test portrait for a friend. Hate it. The ears are too close together, his face needs to be fluffy, and the eyes are too small because I'm going for like a cartoony design. But it was fun to do nevertheless. It was just a free fun idea. This is a t-shirt design. This is a potential t-shirt / tote design that I'm working on. As you can see, it's Marie Prickles in a field of flowers. This is one of my more favourite pieces I've done digitally so far. That's the To Me challenge. I had fun doing that. A new sticker sheet I'm working on, well, stickers I'm working on for Christmas period. This is pudding, the Christmas pudding. Doodle. Don't like it. Moon Deer. She was on earlier. I don't know why she's all the way up here for some reason. Okay, so this is some concept work I'm working on for some D&D stuff. So different Dungeons and Dragons characters. So give me a sec. There's just some concept art in here, some different pieces that I've worked on for different like NPCs and characters. I really like how some of these turned out, and it's just interesting to see like how your concept work changes. And this is just like different concept ideas for different Dungeons and Dragons characters. Hyonk. That explains itself. This is all the Animal Crossing style commissions that I did for people. I did in March I did a limited edition set of commissions where I worked on turning people into their ideal Dungeons and Dragons character. I love the Lava Woman too. She's a very special character. None of them have met her yet, and I love her to pieces. So I love a lot of these. This was so much fun to work on. In particular, I love like this one. This one's so cute. But all you need to know is I turned people into Animal Crossing characters, and this is the results. That was really fun to work on. This was the sticker that was with the Witchtober book that got sent out a while ago. But I really like her design. Like, a lot. This is all the Patreon stickers so if you go to Patreon, these are the tier rewards. Some of these are going to get turned into key rings because I really like the designs like an awful lot and think that they'd be really fun to work on. I'm also working on a postmaster sticker with Prickles dressed up as a postman because I think that stuff is cute. Okay, it's to give out with orders and stuff. This is the designs of the 7 deadly sins that are in my campaign. So I have different sins that are in my campaign and each of them represents a different colour. So this one is pride, this one is greed, this is envy, this is sloth, this is lust, gluttony, and wrath. Wrath's probably my favourite. But this is just different designs that I did on the sins that are in the campaign, so I really like them. They are basically a mixture of cursed and what we call fate touched. So I really like this. The designs are so much fun to do, and I love her face so much. Ugh, she's so much fun to do. Experiment, didn't like it. This is some Kenkus I'm designing for the campaign as well. It's an entire boat of like Kenkus, which essentially are bird people, and we were having a bit of fun with it. So this is Dusty Feathers, Admiral Squawk, and there's going to be more different birds as well. It's just me being stupid. Concept art for D&D campaigns. Like I said, there's a lot of Dungeons and Dragons stuff on here. More stuff for Patreon. This is stuff for Patreon. Spring Bunny, Daffy, and I can't remember the other person's name, but that was really fun to do. This is a Magnus sticker sheet that I'm working on. It's the 1 for sorry, 2 for joy, 3 for girl, 4 for boy. This is the entirety of that. It's really fun to experiment like with different colours, especially Magnus. Magnus is probably one of the harder characters to draw, mainly because his colour scheme can be quite dark, because magpies have that dark to light colour scheme, so I've been trying to keep it so he kind of looks like his wings are still petals, they're not properly feathers, which is why they don't have like any feathering detail on them, because they are petals. But Magnus is one of the more fun characters to draw. He's just really silly. We're getting there guys. So this is for the March Patreon pack. So every single month Patreons choose a theme and we go from there, and this theme for March was Plant Witch Pajama Party. So I did the full line work all digitally, and coloured this in traditionally, and then I did the different characters in pajamas. You can actually get these as a sticker set now, the Plant Witch characters in pajamas. So you've got Willow, Lavender, Freya, and of course Marie in her pajamas. And then you had the critters all together as well, in their PJs. So their pajamas actually match the Plant Witches, all the other characters. So they all match what their respective thing is, which is really sweet. I like that a lot. Well, I thought they looked a little dead-eyed. And then this was the line work to celebrate that the Patreon got launched, which was really fun. Go back. This is a potential your character here. I just need to finish the background. Same with this one. This is a commission style that I'm going to open up, where you can have like a character already in a setting and they're already sat down. It's just a really fun commission style. This is an NPC in the D&D world. This is Adron Maida. He is a star druid who lives in a tower. He is super sweet, actual cinnamon roll, and he's one of my favourite NPCs to play. Marie is too adorable. Oh, I love her. Oh, Razor Dolly, try and take some pain meds. I know what it's like when those wisdom teeth come through. They are awful. And this is Zilla, a very old D&D character. Zilla was my first D&D character, and I absolutely love playing her. This went on for quite a while. I'm sorry, we are almost done. We are down to the last few. This was for the 6 fan arts challenge, so I actually haven't finished this page, as you can see. However, I did a few of these. This was like people did requests on Instagram and on Twitter, and I drew them out. And some of these are characters I've never even heard of myself, but you know, they were so much fun to draw, and I just enjoyed doing them. I still have a few to do here, but I'm taking my own time with them since I already did like a batch of 12, so that was fun to do. Prickles emotes. If you are on the Discord, you will recognise these. These are emotes that we did for the Discord. Hello, Amna. Don't worry, you are not too late in any way, shape or form. I'm just showing what I've drawn on my iPad so far. Oh, it is plum. Not late. I'm gonna get some proper drawing done in a bit. These emotes are actually up on the Discord, so if you're a part of the Discord, these are emotes that you can use on there. Also, these are going to be a wave of wooden pins. These, so I'm going to do them in sets, and there's going to be 3 sets, and they are going to be 1-inch wooden pins, and they're going to be called Prickles emotes, and you can buy them as sets or separate. But I'm going to have to release them in batches because it can be quite expensive to print them. But I'm going to do batch 1, batch 2 and batch 3, and then that way we've got some really fun like designs to be done, and I think that's a really fun idea, personally. Next up is April Patreon, which the theme was Lavender's Garden, and I did it so like Lavender had a garden. This was all digitally drawn as well. This is what I mean by I've been practicing digital drawing a little bit, just because I think it's really important to practice a skill. But no, that's the line art for that one, and then this is the stickers that came with that month as well, and that was the wallpaper that they got for that month. So that was Lavender's Garden. That was the April's theme. This is a rejected colouring book page. I liked the idea, but the concept just wasn't being executed properly, and I just was not happy with it, which is absolutely fine. Sometimes you can get a concept and even though you like it, it doesn't work. So I think I like the idea, it just needs reworking. This is a practice of some Dungeons and Dragons headshots I'm working on. I did a stream on Friday where people did requests. So after I'd done some practice ones, people did requests, and you may recognize some of these characters. These were requests that happened during the stream, which was really fun. And that was for, it's on Twitch actually. You can see the thing on Twitch. You just heard thunder. No! Go away! This is May's Patreon pack, which was ice cream mermaids. So we did mint, cookie, banana split, Neapolitan, and did strawberry. So that was for May's Patreon pack. I think I will be releasing the prints almost like later on, so to speak. So like patrons will get first come first serve, and then a couple of months later they'll be available later on. But some stuff I'd like to keep exclusive to the Patreon as well. These are the Puffle stickers. I love them. Look at him. He's so cute. I love him so much. Hello, DJ Helen. Yeah, Megan, I completely and utterly agree. It's such a learning curve, and you learn so much while doing it. It's ridiculous. But yes, there's the Puffle stickers. This is the stupid thing I did when we got fully funded. It me. I feel like it needs more chins, but it me. this is the sticker sheet that is for the Enchanted Forest Kickstarter. So officially the Kickstarter launched Monday this week, and we hit the goal within 2 hours of launching, which astounded me, like completely just made me go, oh, what? So I was pretty happy and overwhelmed about that. It's just phenomenal, genuinely phenomenal. But this is the sticker sheet that's on there. This lovely lady, this mushroom fairy that you see here, she is the keyring design that's going to be added on. And this thing that you see here, this Enchanted Forest, that is the exclusive wooden pin that is for the Kickstarter as well. So yes, colouring book. I love the mushroom fairy. She's super, super cute. I've got a lot of concept art actually of the mushroom fairies. So I will be, if we do hit the 2.5k stretch goal, that lot of concept art will be in there as well, which I am very, very, I love her so much. I love that design. So talking of colouring pages, before I showed you that I have done the majority of these traditionally, you may notice that some of these that I've got have been coloured in, and this is because they are prints, or some of the originals will be going to happy homes. I have some of my favourite pages in here. I really like, I think there's one in here that I adore. It's this one. I love this one so much. Her face expression is everything to me. And there's a frog on a lily pad on her tail, which just makes me so stinking happy. But I did some of the line work digitally as well, because when I'm doing line art, I tend to sit at my desk. So this desk that I work on is my desk that I work on all the time. So some of the line work I've been doing digitally, so that it will kind of like juxtaposition between it, so that I'm a little bit, more relaxed when it comes to doing it. So this is one of them. This is Little Gnomes. Could you do a video at some point about backgrounds, environments, and composition? Absolutely, because I 100%, I'm still learning a lot about it, but I really love it. But no, should I finish it? Yes, finish her. So this is one of the pages, and this is like little gnomes running away from a person walking through. And this actually was a photo that I edited and did stuff on top of, and did line work and stuff. So we had to take a ton of pictures of me actually walking through leaves to get the understanding of the perspective. Hello Anime-chan, it's lovely to see you. So this, I had to do like a ton of like understanding of how like different things work, and after we broke it down into simple shapes, I understood it better, because it's a really odd angle that it's drawn from, but it was so much fun to do. So there's that one. This one's so cute. It's a bunny in a mushroom house, and that's all it is, but it's so cute. She's so cute, look at her, and she's getting mail. I just thought it was really cute. Disaster Rose lesbian, absolutely enamored. I will finish her. Thank you. So yes, do it, absolutely do it. I'm so happy with that. So that's the mushroom house, and then this is one I finished last night, which is a moth girl, and I really wanted this idea of like a keyhole and like the moon coming through, and like I'm still umming about whether or not I want to add little more extras to it. But I'm trying to keep it so like some of the pages are simpler than others, just because it depends on your colouring skill, and sometimes you want to colour like a really over the top page, and then other days you don't want to do so much. Yes, the mushroom house was heavily inspired by Sylvanian families. But no, I want some pages to be really complicated, and then other pages like not be so complicated. But these colouring pages that are a part of the colouring book are just so much fun to do. Like I genuinely recommend like just sometimes just doing line work, and then taking your time and like maybe doing different colouring concepts, because I love doing that. So the one we're working on at the moment is this lovely lady. She is the Elven Travel Guide. And that is everything that's currently on my iPad. That took a long time. That's what happens when you draw for ages and then like suddenly realise like, oh my gosh, like there is a lot on there. But no, if anyone has any like questions about like colouring books or anything like that, feel free to ask me, because I've learnt so much about doing them over the last year. It's just fun. Are you sending PDF copies to the physical tiers too? The PDFs, I mean, I can send PDFs as well as the physical one to the physical tiers. That would make sense. Then they can have like the physical copy and the digital copy as well. Then that way everyone gets a colouring book. Everybody gets a colouring book. It is so warm in here right now. It's ridiculous. And I'm wearing like pants. Like pants. Brush size, I vary, but you can see the settings that you have here. I tend to stick around about like 3-5%, just because I'm quite heavy-handed sometimes when I'm using the pen tool, and I like variations in lines. Yes, please. Because I am going to talk about it properly in a colouring book video, where I talk about like prepping your art for colouring books, the do's and the don'ts, what kind of paper you should be using for different things, just because it's quite difficult to do. With digital brush sizes, I go through variations depending on what kind of brush I'm using. Right now the brush I'm using is Syrup in the Procreate set. How do you feel about making your own colouring books and buying another in person? So, I love making colouring books because I really love doing line work. Like, line work, out of everything I do, is possibly one of my all-time favourite things to do. Because before I did colouring, and before I started doing colouring in traditionally or digitally, I was mainly a line work person. I only did line work. I do have a few colouring books actually, but I tend to like colouring my own pieces a lot, which sounds really stupid, but I just really like colouring my own stuff. But I do have some colouring books somewhere being the keyword. Where are you running from? Where are you running from? Oh, she's running. Oh yes, I do have. It's in this wall somewhere being the keyword. But I do actually like getting colouring books. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I have a wall of art books next to me. I'm not just randomly looking at a wall. It's probably best if I just did that and angled it slightly so that you can see. I know, wait. If I did this. So that is the wall of art books and colouring books I have next to me. I have a lot of books. I'm just gonna... Yes, I do put my pen tools in my mouth, don't at me. I'm just gonna pop this up slightly just because it's getting warm, the laptop now. Hey, I'm back. But no, I enjoy buying colour. I haven't bought one in ages. They tend to get bought for me as like gifts. But hey, Puddin'. But I got some for backing Kickstarters, so I'm using them. But it's like colouring's a really relaxing exercise, and I find that sometimes when I don't want to do line work, colouring is just really satisfying. But I haven't used a colouring book in a long time, mainly because I have so much of my own art to colour. It's kind of mental. I still have half of the line work from the original colouring book, the Plant Witch colouring book, which I'm going to colour in because I want to do a Plant Witch art book with like loads of concept work in. And I also want to do like an Enchanted Forest art book where they're all coloured in as well. This is making me want to draw digitally so bad now. Do you know, sometimes it's nice to mix it up. It's the one thing I found, like, because I mainly used to be just a digital artist for a long time. And I switched it up because I felt like my digital work was getting too stiff and I wasn't learning as much as I wanted to. So I switched to traditional about 4 years ago now. I think it's 4 years ago. And honestly, it's the best thing I could have done because I learned so much about colouring through digital that I was able to apply it to traditional, like being a bit more braver with colours. And then my traditional art has now taught me so much more about digital art that I prefer texture. Yes, there's going to be a Plant Witch art book. Razor Dolly, I am pretty sure no matter what you are working on is amazing. Like, you're a phenomenal artist. I'm going to drag up my sketchbook and draw along. Yay, draw along! Yeah, I really like the original colouring book, and I've still got all the original pages, and at some point they're just I really love some of the pages. The Poppy Witch is probably one of my favourites from there. I'd love for people to draw along. I know I'm only inking today, it's not as interesting as last week's where we actually created a character design, but this is a really good way for me to get through work while still streaming as well. Just because this is all stuff that needs to be done and I would like to have some company while I do it. You would buy it. Oh, thank you. What kind of music do I listen to? Gleamy Arts, I have a wide variety that I listen to. At the moment, I'm really into musicals and metal music, which is really fun. I like chiptune, I like gaming music. Really love at the moment listening to like lo-fi music. I listened to the Steven Universe lo-fi the other day, and I was just vibing along. It was so much fun to listen to. I'm a fan of pop, rock, all sorts. The only music I'm not a massive fan of is rap music, but that's just because it's not to my taste. There are rap artists that I do like, and some rap music that I do like, but overall I'm just not a fan of it overall. How's everyone going? I am fantastic, thank you, Fall Into Wordness. I wonder how everyone else is doing today. We just hit 2k on the Enchanted Forest colouring book, and I'm sat there going, wow! Have you gotten your critical art book? I have. Oh, that arrived on my birthday. One sec. To pull it out. I love it. I love it to pieces. There's quite a few people who I actually know who are in this. Look at it in all its glory. Yes. It's quite a few people who I know who are in this as well. See if I can find her. But no, just some of these pages, guys. Look at that. Just look at the line work. This is by a really talented artist whose work I follow, and I just think he's just so phenomenal. Just look at it. It's so good. But now I now have all the Critical Role art books. Oh, is this the frappe I ordered? Look at this, guys. Oh, my partner is such a gem. I joined the Discord, so I'll have to post what I draw during the stream. Also, oh, thank you, Megan. I'm really glad that everyone's super supportive on there, and as I said, with anything, I will not tolerate any hate speech of any kind, and we're there to help and support each other as much as we can. It's a crazy world that we live in, and I just want to encourage people to draw and have so much fun. One media can see, yeah, exactly. I think so much different parts of media just can help, and just ever tried to do a self-portrait? Do you know I've never actually done a self-portrait of myself as a plant witch? It'd be such a disaster. I've killed so many plants over the years. Don't look at me that way. He is a sweetie, isn't he? He made me ramen yesterday. Ugh. Plant witch saunas would be so much fun. Oh my gosh. Heck yes. Yeah, he made one of these for me yesterday, and I was so happy. Do you ever mix traditional and digital? Yes, I do. Animation. So I actually like to do, sometimes I like to do line work digitally and then colouring traditionally, or vice versa. I'll do the line work traditionally and then colour it in digitally. I'm actually going to be doing that for some of the stuff for the Kickstarter rewards. Which would be so good. Yeah, we can do I can make a channel which is everyone's plant witch saunas. That would be really cool on the Discord, I think. The one thing I do wish that we could play up in here is like some game music. You know, like some Zelda lo-fi, because that would be so nice right now. Are you the plant witch's arch enemy then, the plant killer? I don't mean to. I look after them, and they're well watered, and like they've got enough sunshine and stuff. But I just, unfortunately, sometimes they just don't seem to do. They don't do that. The plant killer. The plant killer would have like weed stuff on them. No, you cannot have this, Bella. No. Don't give me so many amazing. Do all the ideas. I've condensed you now. Yeah, so this drink that my partner's made me, he actually made it for the first time yesterday because I've been really missing iced coffee. Like really missing iced coffee. Just because it's just a very chill thing, and with the weather being really warm, and we don't really, because we live in a 1-bedroom flat, it's quite warm. I'm looking up what am I looking up? I'm the opposite of green thumb, so my sono would be like one of those plastic succulents. You'd be like one of these. Like a plant that's like this. I have so many plants, it's so many favourites. So I actually have quite a lot of cacti. Look up your last thing. Oh, let's have a look. Ah! Considering the pendant Mimi, she now has a name. There we go. It's making for lavender and me realize. Yes. Oh no, paper flowers would be so cute. Oh, thank you, RCJ. This is actually thanks to a really beautiful brush that's on here, the syrup brush. It's so nice to use because it gives you such like nice directional ways of using it. That looks just like me. No, we have cacti, but like a lot of the cacti that we have to keep out of the reach of Bella. So I have a cacti that's in its own terrarium, and then the other cacti that we have are in the kitchen, just because Bella likes to chew everything, and so because of that we have to be very careful of what plants that we get as well. Just because like cats can be so allergic to so many different plants, so you have to be careful with what plants you do get. It's like What? She in the box? Really want some like proper like royalty-free game music. That'd be so nice. Mint. It looks just like you. Yeah, so if you ever do have pets, you have to be very careful with what things you've got. I'm from Florida. The aloe vera. Oh my gosh, yes, aloe veras are so nice. That was my partner at the door, by the way. All my succulents and cat. Do you know you can actually? I found this out recently because doing research on cacti and stuff. Cacti rot is like a real dangerous thing, and if like your plant gets it, it's practically screwed. And I was like, that's probably why like half of my cacti died. A monstera plant, I really want one of those. We don't have room in the flat though. Daniel has to like stop me from buying plants all the time because I'm just sat there going, I want this one, I want this one. But no, I'm thinking for the stream next week, because I really want to do another really fun stream. We should do another character design stream, which will be really good. So what we'll do is during the week, further on stream during the week, we will get an idea together, and then I'll put it up on the screen what the prompt list is, and then I'll do it digitally, so then we can do it on there. Has a Froggo statue under it? Oh no, that's too cute. Learning about your pets and plants can be so stressful. Yep. So many things can go wrong with like pets. It's like cats are heavily allergic to lavender and sunflowers, and I never knew that because my mum used to grow those in her garden all the time, and my cat just used to sit there and chill all the time. It's like, what? Yeah, it'll be really fun. Hello Emma, it's lovely to see you. Grandma used to have very beautiful flowers and plants in her backyard. Oh yes, do that fall into wordness. I'd love to see all the plants. I miss having a garden so much. I was saying this to my partner because we would like to move eventually. It's like one of those long-term goal sort of things, but obviously moving is expensive and you need quite a bit of funds to be able to do it. I'd love to have a place that actually has a back garden, because one of the things I have missed is just sitting in the garden or doing some drawing in the back garden, because we do live in a block of flats and it does have like an outdoor area where you can go and sit, but it's not the same. If you know what I mean, it's just not the same. I'd love to see your grandma witch owner. That sounds amazing. That sounds like she'd be so cute. She'd be like the happy little old lady who just wants you to be happy. Ugh, so precious. Oh, also as well, like I found out some of the things I've been following on Webtoon on hiatus until the end of summer, and I'm sat here going my front window is a riot of snapdragons and California poppies right now. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Vegetable witch, zucchini witch. Oh my gosh, yes. My dog decided that my lap is the best place. There is a storm coming. Yeah, I think there's a storm coming towards. I mean, there was meant to be a storm last night, but unfortunately it missed us because we live in Bolton, and it's a lot of storms seem to miss it because of it's in a bowl, if that makes any sense. So there's like mountain ridge on one side and there's mountain ridge on the other side, so it's kind of in a bowl area. We miss it so much. It's like I'm not a fan of storms. I'm quite frankly happy without them, but if it means that it cools down, I'm all for it. Catsume planet technically is a plant, which technically is. Oh my gosh. But no, I am really, really grateful for the support that the colouring book has had so far, and how much love the project has gotten as well. It makes me very, very, like, it just makes me feel extremely grateful for everything that I have, because I understand how difficult times are right now, and I just want you to know that I appreciate every single one of you, because I would not be doing what I love without you. It's been stormy here since yesterday. Oh, thank you, Irma. I love you too. I'm gonna say, zucchini's legit, like, I love zucchini. Zucchini is... Wait. Okay. Give me a sec. I'm gonna have to look this up. Isn't zucchini courgette? Yeah, it's a courgette. Yeah, I love courgette. Oh my gosh, when you have, like, lightly fried courgette with bolognese. Ooh, gorgeous. Beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, look. I have elf ears next to me. I wore these on stream and I felt super cute wearing them. All I need now is my giant flower crown. Just need a giant flower crown. Just be like, ding dong. Like this. Just like little flower crown, and just be like, hi everyone. Because I was meant to be cosplaying Keyleth from Critical Role at May, but my stuff never got weird. Zucchini is weird. I like it though. It's just another form of, like, niceness. I like it. I like it. Please don't spam the chat, please. Like, I see you. Do 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 do. Zucchinis. Oh, lasagna. Oh, lasagne. I love lasagna so much. So much cheese though. 3 sets of elf ears, but I need some of those. The hook-on ones are so nice to put on. My dad grows his own zucchini and grills it with garlic and parmesan. Oh my gosh. Don't. Every stream we end up talking about food and you're not making me eat. We're having a cat stew tonight. I'm really excited. It's god tier food. Oh. Lasagna in general is just god tier food. Oh, fudging love lasagna. Like, if there's one food... No, actually, no, it's not the one food I could eat all the time. And we're talking about food again. At every stream! It's like we're all consistently hungry. I think we're just hungry people, guys. Do you guys like this new setup, by the way? With the face cam and the thing. It's not something we would be able to do with traditional streams because the camera would have to concentrate down and I wouldn't be able to have the laptop here. But if you like this setup, let me know and we'll switch it between traditional art streams and digital art streams, just so that there's like a difference in the streams. I'm also thinking that I will be streaming once a week on Twitch as well as streaming on YouTube once a week as well. Always hungry. Chicken pot pie is god tier food. Fight me. She's not going to have much of a chest. I want to kind of keep that androgynous and that sort of sense of like... Yes, Razor. Oh my gosh. I love how passionate you all get about food. Bread. I love chicken pot pie. I like crisps. Every stream we do end up talking about a point. Fresh potato bread. Oh, potato bread. Potato cakes. You just don't know how I'm gonna shut up now. Oh my gosh. Bam, 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 ba-dam, bam, ba-dam, bam. It was the coffee activated the food every time with the food. I've never tried pierogies. Is that pierogi or pierogi? I'm gonna give her a stick. Should she have like a big walking stick that's like goes up? I feel like there's just something that needs to be broken in this pose. Say like, let's see if we added like a stick doing this, and then it could have some things hanging off it. Maybe that would be good. Yeah, I think the stick just adds to that pose a little bit more when she's sat down. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good, that one, Sophie. Cheers, love. Cavalry's here. Triggered. I think 90% of my chats is food. God damn it, I want lasagna. Pronounce it differently. Okay. Oh my gosh. Or lizard pet. That'd be really cute if she had like, maybe she's got the stick there. And like pet like this, and it's like lick lick lick. Maybe that might be a bit too much across her shoulders. Oh, did I just do that in the wrong layer? I did, guys. I just did that on the wrong layer. Potato. Oh, thank heck. Maybe if she had like a pet, like tail comes down here, and then it'd be like a Komodo dragon almost. And there's his head, little eyes, and lick lick lick. Yes! Tiny lizard on the end of the stick. Oh no, I like that. Like a little gecko. Oh no, that would be really cute. And he'd be like, he'd have his tail wrapped around like this. And then little head up like this. And then little arms round. And then little thing like this. And getting... Even like I'm getting vexed and facts chives. Oh, thank you. Serious traveler. Yeah, we'll do a derpy lizard. We'll make his eyes like buggy, like this, and he's like. Okay. Wait. Okay, we're just gonna bring that layer down a little bit, and just gonna bring down the opacity, and then draw on top. I want to find a picture for a derpy looking lizard now. Because references are good, guys. Oh my god, I've just found the perfect dude. He's called a Hecky Gecky. Malem. Yes. Okay. Let's draw this boy. He's got such a chin on him. Oh. Open image in new tab. I love him already. He needs a name. What name should we be having? Google's derpy lizard. Yeah, because I like to make sure that if I'm gonna draw something, it's somewhat like, even though we're going for like a cartoony even though like you're going for a cartoony style, you always want to make sure you've got your references down. So like this dude, even though he's like cartoony in a sense, like he needs some form of accuracy to be able to get that. I think Gecko's a peak derby. I really wanted a gecko for a while, because when they nod like this, and it makes me happy. Elf Traveler that could kill you, right? This is my little Chef Boyardee. And so he's got like this nose that goes like this, and then it's like that. Little chef lip. Milim. Milim. And then he's got his like little tongue that sticks out here. There's his like, little tongue that goes milim. Oh no! Milim. Make Gustav the name Lloyd. He's got a little hat. No! That's too far. What have I done? He broke out of jail once. Oh my gosh, my D&D party is an owlbear that is that giant, and his name is Chef Boyardee, but we called him Little Chef. He broke us out of jail once. His little face. I'm in love with him already. I need to make sure his arms are drawn properly though. Oh no, yes, little leaf on his head like this. Milim. If anyone asks me what the heck this colouring page is, like, oh, don't ask, Stream chose it. Let's have a look. I think maybe I need to square off his head a little bit more. Jailbreak. Because like they have like this really fun rectangular head. Look at his face. This makes you think of toads with hats and crabs with hats. They have a really fun tail shape. It's like really fat and round. Oh, like they have like this really weird tail that goes bellum. He's not quite a gecko. I'm trying to do like more Lloyd. Should we call him Lloyd? With that man, should we call him Lloyd? Lloyd is such a good Lloyd the lizard. They have like really interesting finger shapes. You know what you gotta remember as well though? How small he is on the colouring page. He's like, I'm gonna put one of his arms like stretched up here. And he's just, I imagine like when he looks at you, he's like got his eye like twitches a little. Like, twitch. He's so fat. We'll call him Lloyd. He's Lloyd the lizard. And then they have like these really fun legs. But I really want to cover most of that with a tail just because. Just reminds me of that meme with the lizard where it's going. stretch out that leggy real far. We've only had Lloyd for 5 minutes and I would die for him. I'm trying to decide because he kind of looks like a cross between a he looks like a cross between a bearded dragon and a gecko, because of the way I've drawn him. Because I kind of want it to be fantasy based, so he takes elements from different ones. So I want to give him a long tail. Dropping hair on my iPad. So I'm going to give him a long tail, mainly because I really want that wrapping around the, you know, around the pole. I just think that looks really nice. We may have accidentally started a Lloyd cult. Oh, I'll show you a really fun feature that I really like about the iPad. If he ever lost his leaf hat, call him back. So, on the iPad on Procreate, one of my favourite features is I can do a line like this, hold it down, and it becomes a straight line. It is such a cool feature. It's so cool. And then I just bring it over like so, and then I can do the same on the other side. It is honestly one of the coolest features that's on the iPad. That I can just go like this. I'm gonna hold it, and then all of a sudden I have another straight line. It's so cool. It really is cool. So if you ever want to create straight lines on Procreate, you just draw a line, hold down on it, and it becomes a new straight line for you. It's really, really cool. It's just that easy. Hi, welcome to Sophiralou Streams, where she learns about Procreate features that everyone has known about for 50 years. Hi. D&D one shot where we are just sexually. Don't give me ideas, Megan. It's gone missing. You don't understand. He will destroy the world if we don't get his hat back. What do you mean? He's just a lizard. Lloyd isn't just a lizard. No, you don't understand. He controls the weather. Go full Lilo and Stitch on it. That's better. I know it looks a little weird right now, but trust me, there's a method to the madness. Right. Just gonna stretch that up a bit more. What are you doing, you absolute banana? And then where that line goes, it's gonna stop down here. Just because that, and that. Would that make a good walking stick? How tall would that be in comparison to her? Maybe it needs to be a little bit taller. Yeah, it probably needs to be a little bit taller. Just because of, like, if you're thinking like if it's a proper walking stick. Oh, sweet potatoes. You know how difficult it is for me to not swear on stream sometimes? I really do try my best. Do you have a stream where we play D&D and such that? I actually did think at one point I could do a D&D one-shot for online. Because that would be really fun to do. The search for Lloyd's hat. Just going to move his tail up. There you are. Just snapping things around. Chef Boyardee in case we end up in jail. Losing Lloyd's hat causes the apocalypse. I'm up for playing that. And in December 2019, no one would suspect the Antichrist is a lizard. The other D&D, and my character's a moon boy who has a little yawn. I love hearing about people's Dungeons and Dragons characters. It makes me very, very happy. I also love how chill these streams are. Like, I know this isn't as fantabulous as like last week's where we actually you know, designed a character together or as interactive, but I assure you, like, some weeks are just gonna have to be like this, where I get on with work during a stream. But I am so happy that you would sit around and just watch me draw and help create stupid stories like lizards. What have we done? You have done the Lord's work. You have done Lloyd's work. All hail Lloyd. Lloyd just appears up in like videos and everyone's like super confused, but those who join the streams will know. And that's fun. Lloyd. Well, I just know, like, because it's not as interactive, some people may not find it as fun, in the sense of, like, it's not as interactive, the fact that we're not designing a character together, or we're not going to be doing, like, a lot of, you know, sketching or anything like that. And digital art is very hit or miss. It either does really well or it doesn't do well. And, I just like to practice as much as I can, and I understand that sometimes these streams are not as interesting. Oh, Lloyd and Saviour. Lloyd and Saviour. Oh no, you broke me. Oh, we just designed a character together. Yeah, we did. Look at him, he's so derpy. Oh, this line art is not clean at all. It's fine, I'm going to straighten it up now. We just designed a god, you mean? We designed a god! It's 90% cream now. Look, if I did this, it'd just all be cream. We broke Sophie. How would you like to talk about Lloyd? He just appears. I'm just like on your shoulder, like. Oh God. Oh, honestly, your laugh is contagious. He loses the leaf and ultimate power. It's like it's. Oh my God. Oh, what's it called when it you know, puts like a cap on someone's power? Oh, what's it called now? It's like a specific term for it. I'm just gonna fatten out his arms a little bit. Would you like to talk about it? I have a feeling that if he had a butt, it'd just be a bubble butt like that. It's the hat is only at 0.5% of his power to millenn them all. 1 power to millenn them all. Oh dear. Once in a campaign, we summoned a ferret and joked around so much about me, and Asian God in the DM made it canon. Oh my God, make him like feature like mini-me's in the video, just like pops up in the corner, and those who know, they know. That kind of stuff does happen though, like if players mention something enough times, or if they use like, if they are obsessed with a character or an NPC enough times, I just make them more canon to the story, or make it so that they can do certain things. Because once was a throwaway character, now has become a character that is so beloved, and it just ends up, you know, they're like, hey, I really like this NPC. No, we're just gonna start hiding who goes. It's Eldritch God Buddy. What's it do? Cthulhu who? I only know Lloyd the Lizard. I can't. I'm gonna pee myself. Does anyone ever get like that, where they like laugh so much they just have no control over themselves? Oh dear. Sorry, I just looked at my Enchanted Forest crawling about Kickstarter. It said 69%, and my first thought was nice. Oh dear. Oh, that's amazing. Like legit, like. Oh, thank you. Oh. This has just been a really, really good day. Like, I've been having like a really bad pain levels over the last few weeks, just because like with weather changes it really sets off my fibro, and I really struggle sometimes, and I always worry that the stuff that I'm going to do or videos that I'm going to do isn't going to be good enough, but sometimes you don't have the time or the energy to spend into something as much as you would like to. I've never tried digital art. Do you have any tips for beginners? I certainly do. So, there are plenty of free programs out there, Teresa. Was it Teresa? Sorry if I get your name wrong, by the way, honey. There is plenty of like free programs that you can use. My suggestions would be to get a cheap drawing tablet and go from there. Now you can go the iPad route where you have a iPad and get an Apple Pencil, but that's probably going to set you back a couple of £100, and then of course getting like all the equipment like this, it can set you back quite a bit. But if you are looking into digital art, I just actually got this today. Hashtag not sponsored or anything. I actually picked this up because my 10-year-old drawing tablet just died, and this is a £50 drawing tablet, and this also works with as far as I know, this works with tablets and it works with phones, so you can use drawing stuff, and it's really good. You can use like free drawing programs. They're really, takes practice, but my recommendations is, if you're going to do it, have a play around with equipment and see how you feel. I will say drawing straight onto a screen is much quicker to manage than drawing on a tablet and like looking at the screen, because when you're drawing on a tablet looking at the screen, you're doing this, which means you're not looking at directly what you do, and it does take a bit of getting used to. If you want to do that and you're using a drawing tablet that doesn't have a screen built into it, my recommendation is to use it like a mouse. You just genuinely get used to it 10 times quicker. It's great. Her Discord is just going to be full. Yes, all the Lloyd fan out. My mum will laugh so hard she wheezes herself. Don't have twins. My mum, I'm the eldest of 4, and the last set was twins. And I remember when the twins were born, whenever she'd go on a trampoline, she'd pee herself, and it made me laugh all the time. You say the pineapple. Oh no, to beat the final. That's amazing, Megan. I can't draw a lizard, but this is 100 feet. Oh, the one. Yes. That is fantastic. I love when unconventional ways come to beating bosses. I'd set up a cracking encounter for my sailor crew and my D&D, one of the D&D campaigns that they were all sailors. And there was going to be a Kraken encounter, and the guy wanted to intimidate them, so he shot his gun off. And my rule is like, if you roll like certain rolls, it rolls really well. He crit on a natural 20, which meant like his attack roll was something stupid, and it did something like 100 HP points of damage. And I was like, that's nearly like a quarter of the Kraken's health. And I was like, I'm gonna roll a wisdom to see if it's smart enough to pursue this or not. And it rolled, and it was like, yeah, I ain't gonna mess with them, boy. Just like went, nah fam, I'm done, I'm good. Can you please share the recipe for the iced coffee you're drinking? You're making me crave some. So this is actually a sachet. I think it's Nescafe that do it, and it's a salted caramel sachet. And what my partner does is he crushes ice and puts that in there on with the recipe, and then puts whipped cream on top. So it's already a recipe that you can quickly make. If you want another iced coffee recipe, we use this French vanilla coffee base. We boil it, cold brew it so it's cold in the fridge, and then we blitz it with ice and milk to make iced coffee. But this is a sachet. I can't remember. I'd have to check it. But if you ever want to do that, boil coffee. If you've got some syrups, or so boil your coffee to make a cold brew. You boil that, and then you add like flavouring or syrup or sugar to it, and you put it in the fridge, let it cool down completely, and then blitz it with ice and put whipped cream on top, and then you've got your iced coffee. Whipped cream is optional, but it's always nice. A salty trauma task with watching a small lizard that is high-key dangerous. Oh. Clear. Merge down. Let's just delete the lines that are underneath now. I am so glad that we decided to add a stick. Just see like how much that changes up like the character's posing. It just adds that little bit extra that we did not have before, which is so nice. Because you want to, when you're doing a pose with a character, you want to completely black out that pose and it still be interesting. So this just adds a little extra to the character that we did not have before. A little bit more personality, let's say. Look at that lizard. Look at that boy. It's my boy. Of course, I'll, like, anytime, like, iced coffee is something that we've only begun to experiment with trying out at the moment. It is not that gravity is not right on that. It would need to be more down here, because then it would need to match that braid. Yeah, that's right. You're actually more than welcome. We've been trying out a few different like coffee recipes, just because like you're not able to get it at the moment. So it just makes life a little bit easier. If you can try out different things. We actually tried that whipped cream, you know, that whipped coffee. It's not bad, but it's a lot of effort for what it is, especially when you don't have an electric mixer. Can I just say how much I love her face? Look how grumpy she is. Mood. Oh, he really broke me this stream. Just, oh dear. It was on my so a lot of my friends have been streaming lately, and it's been really nice to actually just watch a person stream when you're working. And I have friends that stream every single day, so I'm spoilt for choice really when it comes to streams. I was watching my friend stream, and she had the text to speech activated for when people gave her bits, which is a Twitch thing, which essentially is like people can donate, like they can pay for something called bits and then donate them. If you're not massively familiar with Twitch, it's essentially a way that people can earn money. And the text for speech was reading out the emotes, but it only reads out the text for the emotes. So it was like wah 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 wah, and it was repeating it again and again, and it just broke her, and it was hilarious. I was actually crying with laughter. It was so stupid. Beautiful, but stupid. Oh. I'm going to be checking the Discord later, and you're all just going to be like... All hail Lloyd. We should do a Lloyd emote for the Discord. Should do a Lloyd emote for the Discord. Yeah, like group art sessions are sometimes so much fun because we do it as well. Like, it's been a while since we've done it because everyone's been busy with getting all their work done, but It's been a long time since I've seen art friends, and I kind of miss them, you know. Introduced it, and Steph walked into the dumbest faces. Oh my gosh. Hey. If you want, should we do a Lloyd emote? I'll do one where he's like really derpy looking. Right, okay, let me make a note. Where is all my like little sticky pieces of paper? I tidied up this desk and now I can't find things. This is bad. Be careful what you're asking. You want Lloyd emotes? Okay. I need a notebook. I'll check. Okay, I'll see what I can do this week in between work. But I'll try and make a Lloyd emote for the channel. Well, for the Discord. Which, speaking of something really interesting, apparently I can qualify for memberships up on YouTube, which I think is a really nice idea, but the Patreon's already there for if people wanted to support and like get something in return. Like, that's a really good way. I like memberships if a channel like consistently streams or consistently only does like online content, but I don't. It's really fun. Hi! Hello! Who the fuck is this lizard? It'll just be Lloyd like this. The scale of 1 to Lloyd. How derpy are you feeling today? Hi, Cake Live. You've missed the fact that this stream has now fallen in love with this little derpy boy. His name is Lloyd. We've decided that he is a god, an overlord, if you may see. Mimi gives so many snacks to he's Mimi and Lloyd. Oh, trying to put a mushroom that going. Oh, that would be really cute. But I like to keep these as like ambiguous as possible. Which, because we'll be doing a Mushroom Hunters inspired piece, I'm gonna be redrawing the idea that I had for my daily sketches, which is this one. I don't know how well you can see, but I did this, and I really wanted to draw like a summer version of the Mushroom Hunters. I haven't done one of those yet, and I really like this sort of idea of like she's in the background and the Mushroom Hunters are towards the front. But yeah, so that's going to be the Mushroom Hunters piece that I'm going to be working on. What would Lloyd's colour be? Asking for a friend. Probably like a sandy colour. Poor Lloyd. If he loses his leaf, all his powers be unleashed. He's such a derp. He's so cute. Can I just say as well, thank you for putting up with the madness during the streams as well, because, you know, we sometimes can get a little crazy up in here and I love it. It's so much fun to me. It's great. I don't want it anymore. This coffee was so good. Although I'm like, I can feel the sugar running through my veins. It's beyond human to decide most people see him as yellow green. just the fact that this like derpy character now has an entire backstory makes me so happy. I love the madness. Yay! Thank you. The madness is refreshing. As long as I could bring a smile to someone's day, that's what I like to try and do my content for, like these streams as well. I just want to make someone want to make someone happy and just like you know, give them a break from everything. Because it is all important, everything that is happening in the world. And, you know that you are heard. Voices will be heard. And, you know, the fight will never end. And everything that's going on, yes, it's crazy. But sometimes you do need to take a step away from all of that as well, because your mental health is just as important. Everyone must now make little leaf hats. Oh my gosh, I hope he goes on, I hope he goes on many adventures. Ugh. It's Lloyd like liquid, he moves like Flubber. It's Flubber! Oh my god, that's an old meme. Oh wow. Flashbacks. Everyone must now make freaking pink. Well, he could be whatever colour you want him to be. That's the beauty of colouring books. He can be whatever colour you fancy. Green felt for a hair clip. I have to leave the stream after this. Oh, that's absolutely fine, Miss Soko. Like, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad that you had fun. Lloyd tends to levitate because he forgets gravity exists, but then he remembers and goes plop. Just the idea of this lizard. I'm gonna catch me in my Lloyd cosplay. Just go around going. Oh my god. I can't breathe. Mimi hopes that Lloyd will bless her disaster lesbian self with luck and wooing the elegant and snooty and low, even if he doesn't get snacks because Lizard is girlfriend. Yes. Oh my gosh. Lloyd's so nice. I can't draw lines properly because I'm giggling too much. Oh lord. It is warm, guys. It is so warm. Oh dear. I really hope it rains soon. Lloyd Soners, I need to see this. I need this to happen now. If you join your Lloyd Soner today, there's a new for traffic cones. Oh god. One sec, oh dear. Oh my god. You're not late. You told me no, Lloyd. So, Figaro, don't be apologetic that you're late. Never apologise for being late. It is absolutely fine. So, I'm doing line work on my iPad. Hi. This is a new format for me. Yeah, it's very, very warm. Ugh. We decided to make this little lizard on this stick. His name is Lloyd. Just to fill you in. His name is Lloyd. And now everyone's creating their own Lloyd Soner. So it is warm, yeah. My ribbon boy arrived today and it's too warm. Yeah, yes, Bella. She keeps on popping in. I think she's just more interested because it's a new setup and she's just like, I want to be in part of this. So yeah, this is Lloyd. Lloyd's hat contains all the powers to the universe and the cosmos. If he loses it, hell will be unleashed upon the earth. And he belongs to Mimi the grumpy elf. just Lloyd Sonus. Oh god. It's just the idea of just like this entire tribe of people turning up and it's just like, hi, my name is Lloyd. This is the intervention convention. We're here to talk about our Lloyd and Saviour. Oh gosh. Oh. My brain is melting. Cats can sense when you're making materials when you're trying to line. It's an offensive level threat. Mimi is a rose which I designed. Sorry. I've decided her. I thought you named her Mimi. I'm so sorry. My Lloyd soda is named down to mute because of copyright. But the elf can be Mimi too, thank you. Down to mute. I've laughed so much during this stream. I'm gonna give myself like a stomach. I'm gonna pull my stomach laughing. Whew. Welcome to the call. I'm just gonna do like this. Should have drawn it. No, that's really inappropriate. I was gonna say should have drawn him wearing a Pope hat, and I was like, no, that might be slightly inappropriate. But at the same time, it would totally be something that he would have. Lloyd makes friends with Mimis. Yes, he maybe he just like has an affinity for people called Mimi. Can my Lloyd soon have a tiny boomerang? Yes, of course he can have a tiny boomerang. Would you accessorize your Lloyd? It's a snack you're giving. Aww. Welcome to the cult of the Immaculate Lloyd. Here is your complimentary leaf hat. Oh, just do you say you'll add like little descriptions to your hair? It's just all hail Lloyd. It'll be like travel guides can help you through the forest for those travelers who are new to the environment. This particular traveler, it wouldn't be a traveler, it'd be a guide. This particular guide may be grumpy, but her little lizard Lloyd is to die for. Warning, do not remove Lloyd's hat. Untold consequences may happen if you remove his hat. Warning. So this is hilarious. Oh gosh. All hail Lloyd. Lloyd. Lloyd bye. Oh my god. Lil me Lily, I've just seen your picture of Lloyd. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, into madness. Cult to a lizard named Lloyd. Watch out for him in the campaign. There you are. Just send that to the D&D group. Just imagine 50 people in a chirp going blip. What's his name? Oh gosh. Yes, I cannot type and concentrate at the same time. I have to say my words when I'm typing. I also can't walk and type. I have to stop it completely what I'm doing. So my brain just goes, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm confused. Right, okay, we need to add the straps for this bag. That's us. This is welcome to the cult of Lloyd. Oh, I said it'll be welcome to the cult of Lloyd. Please take your complimentary hat. chat, then everything changed when the Lloyd mentioned. Long ago. Oh god. Oh god. I need to breathe. Oh boy. Everything changed. Don't walk through this forest alone. You can join the Lord Club. Will help you get safely through this forest. Dear diary, today I joined a lizard called Blap. Oh my god. Oh, this is beautiful. Ah, I can't cope. Oh, you're gonna make me cry with laughter on the stream. Oh god. Oh god. I need to draw my avatar in a cult outfit. We already can't leave that. Oh god. Just fucking beautiful. Oh my god. You know what we need to do? You know what I genuinely need to do? I need to do like a... Okay. I really want to do one where we do like stream quotes in the general chat. Should we have like my dad just came in to ask something and fled, so she laughed too hard. Oh, I'm trying to... Yay! The cult rides around in a lizard-shaped bus with a picture of Oscar Mayer Wiener Mobile, but it's a big lizard in a tiny lever. Oh, oh god. Oh. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. You guys are amazing. You know that, right? Like, genuinely. Oh. I thought my week was already good. Then you come out with this greatness, and I'm just like, hell yeah.
Blim.
I wish I were an Oscar Mayer Wiener. That is what I truly like to be. I think that's from The Simpsons. See, I only consultation of that. That's the only thing I know. Yeah, one of the cult mates, the kind of like stickers getting mine. Cult facts. I do it, but I'm painting the Lord. Yes. Your family soon stop to type Lloyd content. Worth it. Oh god. Oh. I'm meant to be inking, guys. I keep getting distracted and laughing so much that I nearly cough. Oh boy. Does that look alright? Let's have a look. Sometimes I can't tell with the sketch lines on. That looks fine. Merge down. Clear. My dog is concerned by all the laughing. Never stop laughing. It's the best. Sometimes I think you need a good chuckle though. You just need a good chuckle. There's already Lloyd fan art on Discord. Oh my god. Oh, hail our Lloyd and Saviour. Really, by what you so I don't know. What am I so distracted by? I could have no clue. That is amazing. Look at him. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, that's amazing. Oh. Yeah, now drawing wasn't me. If we just ends up drawing Lloyd's, parents get concerned as people. No, people get concerned as suddenly across the world fan art of a lizard wearing a leaf as a hat appears. Who is this mysterious saviour? Whence did he come from? Whomst is they? Oh gosh. Whew. Just dedicate this a page to stream memes. It's stream memes. It's stream memes. Oh gosh. Question: would the people of the cult be wearing a tiny leaf on their head? Oh, I don't actually know. Interpretations of our Lord and Saviour. Oh gosh. Or a leaf embroidered on the... No, everyone actually just wears like stuffed hats with his face. Just make sure his hat stays on. Oh god. Oh man. Worst thing is I'm feeling like a little chesty on there, so like kind of hurts sometimes when laughing. Need a fan account for collecting Lloyd art. Oh gosh. It's stream memes. It's stream memes. You never really know. It's stream memes. Right, I'll make a I made a dedicated part of the server called Stream Memes. Stream Memes. Okay, so there's under general chat, there's a chat called Stream Memes. And then I will get some time this week to make you all a Lloyd I'll make you all a Lloyd oh my god, brain, please work. I'll make like a little Lloyd memorabilia thing for you. All hail our Lord and Saviour. It sounds like there's a very angry dragon in the sky. Oh, it is the bluest sky out my window right now, guys. It is blue. It is the palest blue. The birds are singing. The sun is beaming down, and I am boiling. Also, you hear how squeaky my chair is? Next stream in a Dragon Age group with Malem. Oh my gosh, that'd be so confusing for everyone. Imagine if like all we do in the chat is go Malem, 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 Malem. Yes, emo. Thank you, Evelisa. My brain is just not working right now. It's laughed out. Someday, somewhere. I really wish that we could like, because I know even Twitch is doing it now, where you can't have like non-copyrighted music playing. And I'm just like going, but I just want to listen to music. Wherever art thou, let me listen to my musicals. I do oil painting. Oh my god, do it. This will be my first time sketching out a grandma character design. Does anyone have any tips on how to draw them? Do you know, I've never really drawn a like older character. I mean, she looks slightly older. I think it's to do with facial shapes. So like when we're looking at facial shapes, so young people tend to be very round. Older people, the features tend to be defined more. And then as you get older, everything sags. Trust me, I know. So you want to do like, you do your basic face shape, and then you bring down like little things like this. There's some really good tutorials on how to do it online, but don't forget your lines. If you've got a very smiley character, she'll have laughter lines, or he will have laughter lines as well, or they. But everything's sort of like scrunches in on itself, and as the face gets older, more lines do appear. So you want like sort of like lines to appear on the face, and like the sag bring down as well, so that then there's more, because you get a lot of loose skin as you get older, because everything isn't as quite as tight as Twitch can play game music. Yeah, I mean, headphones anyway. Here's the thing, I will end up singing along. Yeah, so it's all about shapes. So instead of making all your lines like really rounded like you would with like, she's got quite a young older face because of the lines, whereas like if you want to draw an older character, you bring down everything to like everything gets looser and like sags down more. So sometimes the question is like not more lines, just where lines in the face would be. Is that helpful? Yeah. Thank you. Malemi's the new sheepy sheeps. Sheepy sheeps. Yeah, if I had headphones in, I would just be like, how shame love. Honestly, I'd just be singing along. There would be no hope. Yeah, it's like you want to do like a really good balance of like too many lines and too little lines. Like for example, because my face is getting older now, and as I'm in my late 20s, I've started to notice where I have certain lines. So I have lines that appear here, where my cheeks are, and I also have lines that appear under my eyes, because I have laughter lines. So you normally tend to get lines under here and lines here first before anyone else. If you sing along, you get copyrighted, and that's more a compliment than a section. Oh my god, when I did Twitch streaming ages ago, and we would sing along to Disney, and we would get copyright striked so much all the time. One, because it's Disney. Two, it was like, yeah, no, you can't sing that, mate. It's like, oh, I just wanted to sing a little bit of happiness. It made me so happy. What's my favourite musical? My all-time favourite musical is Phantom of the Opera, because it means so much to me. It was one of the first musicals I really got into. That and Cats. And Joseph's Technicolor Dreamcoat. Oh, I love that musical. May I return. Love that musical. I like Andrew Lloyd Webber's musicals. I really do. But I'm into at the moment. I really love the Dear Evan Hansen musical, and I've been listening a lot to the Beetlejuice soundtrack, and to I keep listening to one track in Hamilton, which is Non-Stop, which is really fun. If it's going to be not a hot grandma like Ida or an old hack. I like a lot of musicals. I think they're really fun to listen to. I enjoy the beats. I really like how musicals are a really fun art form. If you want a really fun musical to listen to that didn't get as much attention as it should have done, which really upsets me, there is Something Rotten, which is a musical about Shakespeare. It's hilarious. You might have heard the song where it's hard to be the bard, and it's like, oh, don't make me do it, oh, don't make me, when somebody give me a drink. Yes, it's hard. It's a really, really good musical. but it came out at the same time that Hamilton came out, so Hamilton obviously got a lot more traction than Something Rotten did, which is a shame because Something Rotten is a fantastic musical. It's so funny. It's ridiculously funny. Figaro, 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 Figaro. Les Mis. I love Les Mis. Do you hear the people sing? Les Miserables. There's a line in Something Rotten when they go, I believe it's called Les Miserables. Just, oh, it makes me laugh so much. Oh, it's great. Like, if you ever want a really stupid musical to listen to, Something Rotten's great. Hi, Dreamy Illustration. Welcome to the stream. You, welcome to the cults. I'm joking. So, we've designed this lovely lizard boy during the stream. His name is Lloyd. And we've decided if he ever loses his leaf hat, he takes over the world. You think really? Thank you. I'm not as trained as I used to be. So it's altos. We're fun. Closest we could get to musicals is probably playing operas. Yeah, because they are public domain. Carmen's a fantastic opera. Oh, it's so good. Les Miserables. Curse of the altos. We never get the good. We never got the good solos. Cause you're an alto. I remember. I have some really good musical theatre / convention friends, and one of my favourite things that we ever came up with was a horror film about sopranos. And the tagline was, the leading lady is a killer singer, but does she kill? And it's just the idea of people running away going, ah! It's like they sing along running away, just like trying to hit the highest note, and if they don't hit that high C, dead. No, it's just the idea of people running away singing. It just got me. We were just like sat there. It was a slow convention, but we were sat there just creasing ourselves, just absolutely crying with laughter at this idea of just like these sopranos running away. Just fantastic. It was great. Greatest Showman. I really like The Greatest Showman, Amna, sorry. I love the music in it. I think it's shot really well. I do not think it's a good representation of what's his name now? I don't think it's, com memes just hit different, they do. Rock of Ages soundtrack is really good, yeah. Something Rotten's really funny. Highly recommend it. If you want a good laugh while listening to a musical, highly recommend it. So I really like Greatest Showman because it's got a really good soundtrack. However, it is not a great representation of who the guy actually is. So I would put it sort of like on a spin of that's not really who is it? P.H. Barnum something? It's something among the Barnum. I remember his name being Barnum. It's not a good representation of who he was as a person. Yeah, Hugh Jackman's the person who did. Hugh Jackman's a huge fan of musicals. If you ever want a really, really funny video of Hugh Jackman, watch him present the Tony Awards. I think it was when Neil Patrick Harris was presenting, and him and just the musical fight that they did was so good. Which Neil Patrick Harris in Heather and the Angry Itch is really good. Hi, I like musicals. It's a musical. I'm such a theatre head. Like, I wish I could go and see P.T. Barnum. Thank you, Razor Dolly. Yeah, it's not an accurate representation of who he is in any way, shape or form. Because in generalization, he was not a nice guy. He really was not a good person. But that's okay. But the actual film itself, as a musical film, is fantastic. Cats could have learned a lot from it, which I have a lot of emotions about Cats. That's why I don't talk about it. I watched it for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and within 5 minutes I wanted to throw it across the room. What did they do to my Rum Tum Tugger? Thomas Tum Tugger is a curious cat. I kind of like it just without the background. It looks like a, you know, like one of those animations, like in Dark Souls where you have the person sat down on the bench, on the bench. Oh, I said that. Hello, Ravi. It's okay, sweetie. Hello, welcome, Millen. Today I have been doing line art on my iPad because I need to do some stuff for my colouring book, and this is one of the colouring pages I'm working on. And we designed this lizard. This is Lloyd. He's a lizard. If you remove his hat, he will murder you. And the whole world. Blem. She just looks so done with him. I think it just needs something in the background. Can we also hurry? It's 1 AM. Oh no! I mean, I'm going to be streaming till 5. I can't believe it's 1 AM where you are. Holy smokes. You should be going to bed. You can catch up with the streams anytime. You're not the welcome to the cult of Lloyd. Why are you guys awake when it's so late? You should be in bed. Oh, guys. I have streamed a little bit longer than I normally would. Sorry. It's kind of my fault. Just gonna do this. I just decided to stream a little bit longer today just because of like I just felt like it today for some reason. I usually stream from about 2 PM my time to about 4 PM, but I just genuinely fancied streaming a little bit longer today, just because most of the time the beginning of the stream was spent like looking through my digital art that was on my iPad. Sorry. Please make sure you go to bed. The apocalypse in the background. It's 5 PM. Yeah, I'm trying to stream till 5 PM today. I wait to stream for a little bit longer, just because sometimes I feel like these streams go, like, they're not as long as I would like them to be. It's also when I'm doing Twitch streams as well, because that's going to start happening very soon. I'm going to be streaming for a little bit longer than I would do. So instead of streaming for like just like 1 or 2 hours, I want to stream for a couple of hours. So maybe like 5, 6, just so that we can get a decent amount of work done during them. To make up for all the time you spent laughing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure for an hour I've spent laughing today. Has anyone got any plans for this week that they will be doing? Anything interesting and fun you're going to be working on? I know it's back to work for a lot of people. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, I can't really say anything. I've been working this entire time. And I know some people are going back to school. Just look after yourself. Stay safe if you can. I might get Twitch just so much. Oh, thank you, Ravi, for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you, honey. I might just get Twitch to it. Oh, thank you, Anne. I really wanted to do that because on Twitch you can actually have emotes unlockable for people, which is really, really good. But it's another way to interact with an audience. What are you talking about? It's only 5:30 in the afternoon. More pine martins, more botanicals, more gosh. You're doing really well, Evelise, I will say. Got to make a Scottish meal tonight and I get to have good time. That's really good though. Oh my gosh. I want to practice playing my piano and do more art next week. I miss playing piano. It's been so long. I still just about to read sheet music. I'm visiting one old city. The restrictions are almost gone, so we're seeing one guy that works in the National Museum. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're lifting some restrictions up on us, but we're still going to be cautious about a lot of things. So we're still wearing face masks when we go out. We're still only going out for necessary trips. So only because it's just makes sense. There is a Lloyd's channel I've been working with. It's just under, let me get it up. It's just under general chit chat. There is a thing called stream memes. Oh, that was loud. I am so sorry. And I don't want to do. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I know Britain's like, because they're opening shops and it's so unnecessary, and I get why they do it because like they need to because of the economy and all that, but people's lives are so much more important. And just back to like, boo, it's always annoying when that happens, Moon Song. I hope it goes well for you. Try and keep as safe as you physically can, sweetie. I still think it's so stupid though. Like, there we go. It's stream memes, it's stream memes. You never really know it's stream memes. Oh, look at the cute. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. We don't have that many corona people here in Idaho where I live, and I know we're going to get a spike. My mum's a nurse, so she will have to work more. Yeah. It's so difficult. It really, really is. Like, we've got friends, well, we know people that are doctors and stuff, and I know how difficult it is. Like, my mum's extremely high risk, which is why I've not seen her. The McDonald's manager has been working since last week, but I'm in lockdown. It's really stressful. Yeah, it's very, very stressful. Yep. Oh, I know. Like, the only people that we have seen, and it has only been in the last few weeks, has been our best friends, but they've been on lockdown in this entire time, and we've been on lockdown this entire time, and we've seen each other once every 2 weeks, whereas normally we'd see each other once or twice a week. We've really cut that down, and the first time we saw them was in May for my partner's birthday, and then the second time we saw them was in June for my birthday, and we probably won't see them till July, and they're the only people I've seen. Yeah, I hope it gets a little bit easier for people. It's like, and they're the only people that we've seen, apart from me going to the post office to go and post off orders, or us having to go to the shop to go and get food. That's pretty much it. Exactly. I 100% agree with that, Al. Like, 100%. But a lot of people just aren't taking it seriously. Like, when we've been out, there's been no people wearing any protective gear of any way, shape or form, and like no one using hand sanitizer or actually abiding. And it's frustrating to see that, because that's part of the problem, and I don't think people understand how serious this is. Yeah, big hug for you, Evelisa, hun. I've been struggling to sleep a lot. Like, I got 4 hours of sleep last night, but that was because pain's been bad, so it's fine. I fell with my parents for the first time in 2 months last weekend for a socially distanced barbecue. Exactly. I haven't seen my parents since last year, so I 100% understand. it's just difficult, and it's like really, it is like, this is why I've really been really enjoying that people have been doing streams more often, or like, you know, like I've been able to hang out with friends online, which has been really nice. Like we've been playing games together. Like we're meant to be doing a D&D session on Tuesday, but because I won't have time to prep because I've done 2 streams this weekend, it's just they was like, oh, why don't we play some video games? So we're going to be playing some Jackbox, which I'm very excited about, because I've not done that in such a long time. It's going to be so good. Oh, it's going to be good. Oh, thank you, Lyra. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Honestly, like, the whole situation is ridiculous. I just hope that plenty of people pull through it, and that we'll get together stronger through it. And just, as long as you look after yourself and look after those that are around you and be mindful, that's all that matters. Animal Crossing's been great. I've been really slow about to know, but I've been really disciplined. Yeah. That's the thing. I think it depends on like how disciplined your area's been as well. Yeah, Animal Crossing's been so much fun. Oh, so much fun. Like, I would love to, if I ever got the chance to, if I ever got streaming or a capture card, I'd do Animal Crossing streams, or like Stardew Valley streams, where we just sit and chill and just like play really relaxed games. And we could do it in like pajamas, and it could be like pajama party gaming. Minecraft. I love Minecraft. I've not played it in a while, actually. Not since I got Animal Crossing. But that's just because I don't really have time. Really wanted to play through Breath of Wild again, actually. I've been itching to play it again. That's ridiculous, Al. That's really ridiculous. I'm in a college town and people work. Yeah, exactly. Just winds it. I get so angry about it. I really do. Oh, that's really good, Megan. Honestly, it's just I get so annoyed about it. But right now we are here to just draw along and chill out and just relax as much as possible, because this is what these streams are for. They're happy little moments where we can relax and just, I know pajama party gaming would be so much fun. Because like you would at least think, especially with the whole universities and colleges, that they would give like pupils extensions because they don't have access to the materials that they would normally have at university. Like for example, being able to go into a library and use their research materials, or you know, being able to go into workshops and this, that and the other. And you would think that they'd give you a little bit more leniency, but for some reason they're just not giving people leniency, and that is ridiculous. Itching for Horizon Zero. You see the trailer for Horizon Zero Dawn 2? That looks really good. Aw, thank you, Amra. Yeah, also Netflix, but yeah, we've actually been using that to, we watched Space Jam together. It was really fun. Everybody get up and do the slam jam. I love that. Such a good film. It's aged terribly. It's so much fun though. Ah, that's looking really nice. I just want to add some more distance stuff now, and then what we'll do is we'll thicken the line around her, so then that pops against that background. In fact, let's do that now. So the only thing about lining is that because it can take so long to get everything down, especially with your proportions, and like you've got to make sure everything looks right. So when you're doing a foreground versus a background piece, you want your background lines to be lighter than your foreground, because it gives the illusion of the piece in the front just being more closer to the camera than the back. Also, it really helps when you're colouring in, because then you know which parts are your background and which parts are your foreground. Yeah, yeah, if you ever, has anyone binge watched Avatar? I have not just binge watched it, I have art books. Yeah, there is a Netflix party add-on that you can use. We've used it a few times. Not too much because it's a little faffy, but it's fun. We watch it, and then we've also used Discord to stream stuff through, so that we can watch stuff together. But it'd be apps that we both use, me and my friends, so we both have Disney Plus. So we'd watch Disney Plus for it. Make sure to flip your drawings too. Yeah, I don't even want to know what this looks like flipped. Should we try it? Canvas. Do you know what? Not too bad. Her face is a little wonky. But the rest of it actually looks pretty good. Dude, I'm pretty proud of myself. Everybody get up and do the slam jam. Ow, that's really frustrating for you. I'm so sorry, hun. Just... yeah, I'm very glad I graduated school, and I'm really glad that I left doing retail when I did. Oh boy. Literally, it's so weird because I went full-time freelance literally, I think it was 2 weeks before lockdown happened. 2-3 weeks, I think. I can't remember. And I was like, I'm so excited to start this new venture. We've got conventions lined up, you know. It's going to be a difficult year, and I'm so excited. And bam. And I was like, oh no, this is actually terrifying. And then a bunch of other stuff happened, and it's just been like, why? Yeah, Discord's been great. Discord's been fantastic. She'd be an earthbender if she was in Avatar, definitely. Swamp bender, oh my god. Yeah, we've done a screen share a few times. It's how we've been playing Jackbox through Discord. It's been fantastic. Which I would love to do with the Discord group, community at one point. I'm going to pick up a few copies of Jackbox at some point. Not at the moment, because I don't really have the funds for it. Buying the tablet was even a push, just because, yes, it's an expense, but it's like, it's still money out the pocket, but it's something that I'd use on the regular, so it's like, a lot of things. Yeah, manipulating plants. Secret tunnel. That's the point. If you were an Avatar The Last Airbender, what kind of element bender would you be? We actually, in D&D, we discovered that you can technically use the spell Move Water, like a bloodbender. That's such a cool concept. You ever want to be terrifying as a druid? My favourite Switch game? Ooh. Oh, it's fine, thank you so much for staying by, DJ Ellen. I really appreciate it. It means so much. Pauline, I have two. Okay. Breath of Wild, because it's the reason I got the Switch, and I have sunk nearly 200 hours into that. Well, technically more, because I played it through on the Wii U first, and now I'm on my third play. Well, I'll be coming up to my third playthrough. I've sunk well over 203 hours into that game. And the other game would be Animal Crossing, because I've sunk a lot of time into that as well. And followed by Stardew Valley. Malam! Back from food. Malam! Hiya! Welcome! Welcome to the stream. Just picking out the lines on this girl so that she stands out from the background. I don't like how that line is straight, because it makes it look like it's mixing in with her arms. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to move that over a little bit. One good thing about doing your line work digitally is you can do stuff like this. You can just edit and squish stuff around, which is really nice. It's one of the benefits from doing digital line work versus doing traditional. It's like if anything goes wrong, it's easy enough to redo. You like the face cam? Hi. Progress. Malum. No, Malum. This is a new setup. This would only be a setup that we'd be able to do if we do digital art though. Just because I only have, well, I have technically 2 webcams, one's on the computer and one is this thing which I use for traditional streams. But the way the computer is when we're doing the streams, because the computer would have to sit over here and won't be able to do the face cam. Did anybody steal it? Yeah, Colleen, I've had that happen before. I've had my work up on Chinese websites. I've had people tried to claim in my pieces as their own. People reposting my stuff, saying that it's theirs. Like it's happened. Like it's kind of flattering in a way, because you're like, oh, thanks, you know. But at the same time, it's like, oh, just. It takes more skill and you get more of a sense of satisfaction through you drawing your own work than anything else. Sometimes if I draw in Procreate too long, I go back to, I have done that so much, Megan. Yeah, oh. They expanded the types of incorrect. Yeah, lava bending's a really good example of like being able to use water. But then it kind of like doesn't make sense as to why people wouldn't have done that in the first place, considering like what the Avatar is like hundreds of thousands of years old. Like people never thought of trying that out before. Like there's liquid in it. Why would you not use it? And as for like earthbenders being like, oh, I would never bend metal, but metal is just refined earth. But I suppose that's obvious because we know about that. Yeah, I agree with that, Teresa. If you're going to be in public transport, definitely. If I'm walking out and about, I sometimes don't have it on fully, just because it's it makes me panic sometimes when I've got it on my face. But if we're in shops or if we're around a lot of people, I wear a face mask because that's important. But if we're just walking through the park, I won't wear one. Oh, wow. Really, Al? That's insane. Some guy messaged me on Insta trying to get a cheap commission while using my art. Oh, what? See, I see people using like my art as like their profile pic or like using it for banners and stuff, and that's fine. Like as long as someone isn't if people aren't claiming the art for their own, that's okay. And then like I know that some of my drawings have been used as people's D&D characters, and they haven't necessarily asked for commissions, but it's like I don't mind that as long as people aren't claiming the art to be their own. I am very, very chill. I'm a very chill person with that sort of stuff. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I'm just really chill with it. I'm like, it's fine. Like as long as people, for me, if you're not claiming it to be your own, it's okay. Like, but that's just my personal opinion. It was my own surf page. I got messaged by my own face. Oh my gosh. I used to have a comic series called Jelly Bean, and I still actually have a few of those comics lying around. I may put them up on the store like super cheap, just so that the books can go to some really good homes. Because I found a stockpile of them and I was like, oh wow, yeah, this comic, I completely forgot about that. It was my first comic series that kind of got shelved just because the story was all over the place and I just was not happy with it in any way, shape or form. I had plans for it and it just wasn't happening. So yeah, and someone was using my Cyclops character as like their image of themselves when they were posting online, which was fine until she was like, yeah, this is my art, and then she was reposting all the pictures of my Cyclops girl. I was like, no, excuse me, Jellybean is mine. And I see a lot of designs that are very similar to Jellybean, because her name was Jellybean. She was a blue Cyclops girl with wings, and she had an eyeball that had wings as well. And like, it's really, I personally, I love drawing her. She was like really chunky and fun to draw. Really interesting body shapes, because she had massive hands, and like she had really big forearms, and I really loved drawing her for a long time. But I just fell out of love with the project, and it does happen, unfortunately, but I think it's just because I was straight in. Instead of thinking about the story first, I was straight into the project, and it kind of hurt the project in the long run. That's okay if it wasn't my face and I've been using it for his DJing business, and then tried to get you to do full like for $5. No. I get like, because I sometimes do cheap commissions, and I do cheap commissions because, you know, sometimes it like brings people in, but at the same time, like, don't sell yourself for £5. £5 is ridiculous. Like, that's not even good for half hour's worth of work. No, people, just no. I've decided. Like, for someone whose skill level is, like, if your skill level, it don't matter how low your skill level is, you still should be charging a fair amount for your time and resources. £5? Is this guy high? Was he high? Like, serious questions. Was he high? Was he blazing? Explain it to be rare and erratic skills so the character student has a brother. Yeah, I suppose. Still. I'd still be like, you sure about that? So, full body? No. Do you know how much I charge for a full body commission? Genuinely, a full body commission. Like, so, if I'm going to go back to this because this is the best example I can show you. I was to do this for a full body commission. Do you know how much I would charge for it? Just for that commission alone. Because it has to go through several processes before it gets to the final product. I charge about £100 for that. Because you go from the sketch, so it has to be approved by Sketch, and then it has to go through several things before it goes to the finalized product, and then that goes to color schemes as well. So when you're working with a client, you're going from the sketch process to a finalized product. And I don't have the sketches of these ones anymore because, like, they're old. I say old, it's because I deleted them a while ago. But like, this would be 100. Because you not only are doing the sketch, you're finalizing the character design with a client, and you're working with them to create a finalized product. And this, people would be able to use, say, in their character designs, say if they're doing concept for something, and then that's just 100. That's just to do the commission. If they want to buy the rights for the art, I'd easily add another zero on to the end of that. Because then they're using the rights to reproduce that character at will without you saying so. Whereas if it's for personal use, I'd still charge 100. Yeah, imagine doing like $5 is £3. Yeah, don't ever undercharge yourself in any way, shape or form. The only reason why I'm saying like you charge this and this is because you want to charge for your time, for your skill, and for the processing as well. I allow up to 3 changes on commission before I charge more, especially on digital. Traditional is a little bit harder. Traditional, it has to, if it gets approved at Sketch and then you want it changing afterwards, because the art has to be entirely redone, I'd have to charge an extra. Because if the Sketch is approved, and then I've shown them the line work and they're like, oh yeah, that's fine with the line work, and then suddenly by the colouring they're like, oh yeah, but this and this and this is off. I'm like, I showed you every single stage at the end of that, and if you are not happy with the finalised result, I have to redo the entire thing. Whereas like this is something that people work with digital, it's easier to work with because I can go through the whole process a little bit more. I can make changes easier. Traditional, it's very difficult to make changes. So never sell yourself short, guys, please. Because if I'm charging like 100 quid for a character design commission like this, you've got to sell yourself properly as well. Like, I love this one so much. Look at her face. Oh, she's so pretty. Well, they are so pretty. They use they, them pronouns. He, they, she, he, she, she. I'm drawing along, and how do you draw eyebrows? I'll show you in a sec. Well, commission. So commission art, fantastic art. A commission is where someone asks you to draw a personalized product. It's almost like a commission is like you asking someone to draw. So say if you ask someone to build you something, that's you commissioning them. So same with art. If you're going about the steps for doing one, you want to price yourself fairly, look at what you can feasibly do within a certain amount of time. So I do commissions that I know that I can handle, and if I get overwhelmed with them, I go, hey, no, I'm taking a step back. I'll show you how to draw eyebrows in a sec. It's all about making sure that you feasibly do the yourself ones. Yeah, Megan, that's absolutely fine. You did that for donations. That's completely and utterly okay. So body painters are charging per body part, right? So full charge means full body. Probably, yeah. Yeah. Minimum wage. No, I understand that, Al, but at the same time, you also want to charge yourself fairly for the time and the equipment that you are using. Yes, okay, maybe a piece only took you 3 hours, but also factor in the equipment that you got for that. Like, I put it this way, I'm streaming right now, and I'm streaming on a computer that I spent far too much money on, and if I'm going to be honest, cost me 4 figures, but I saved up for 2 years to get that. 2 years to get that. And that was every penny I could save. I'm drawing on a tablet that cost me £200. We're using a microphone that cost me £100. So just to do this alone is something near, I'm talking like everything that's here and the lights and everything that's around me. You're talking like nearly 2 grand's worth of equipment. So whenever you draw, whenever you factor something in, you have to factor every little bit in. Time for electricity, time for your things that you're using. Like this is, you know, everything. It's everything. It is still a lot. I understand 100% entirely. I 100%. I understand because it seems like a lot of money, but just to put it in perspective, for someone to draw a cover for DC or Marvel, they can charge anything from 2 to 10 grand. Now that's just to draw one character. Yeah. You're not just paying on the commission. You've had years and years of practice to get to that skill level. That's what you have to factor in. So it seems like a lot of money. But say, for example, I take on commissions and like I'll have 10 commissions to do. And I have to take time to do those commissions as well. And that takes time away from other parts. Check the Discord. I'll check the Discord one sec. Oh my gosh, she is so cute. Oh. Okay, let's do an eyebrow tutorial. Let's draw a face. Let's draw a face. We're gonna draw a face. Like, Al, honestly, like, it seems like a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, it really isn't. The best way to put it about is, say if you hire a plumber to come and help you. Say your toilet's broken and you need to get your toilet fixed. Okay, when the plumber comes out, when the plumber comes out to come and fix, they charge one a consultation fee and then a fixing fee and then charge for the parts. So say if, like, I don't know, your handle's broken, they would charge something between like £200-300 to fix that handle, when the actual reality is the handle part is only something like between £30 and £40. But they are charging for their skill and their time to come out. So you're paying not only for that person's skill but for their time as well. It's a lot of money, and I 100% understand, but at the same time, like, there's a lot of factors that come into it. Also, art is a luxury as well. It's classed as a luxury product, so you've got to be fair when pricing yourself. And I would say even that sometimes £100 too cheap, especially when you're giving rights away. When you're giving rights away, that's when it gets expensive. All right, so we're drawing eyebrows. Who I need help with eyebrows? Let's draw a cute little face. Drawing a cute little face. Got a cute little face. Alright, so be easier if I was from a country that wasn't comparingly poor. The pro artist would still get less in America. It's 3 times lower than yours. Yeah, I 100% understand. I don't worry. I 100% appreciate that. Just make sure you're charging yourself effectively for everything, because I don't want you undercharging yourself for a skill that you have taken time to develop. 100%, because you are worth it. Because even if someone in your country doesn't pay for it, someone outside of that country will pay for it. I love her. I love her so much, Razor Dolly. She's so cute. Anyway, so we're going to draw eyebrows. We've got our face. You divide your face into lines. These are your lines that you always play around. Jimmy's hyping. Oh, cute. Okay, so you've got your facial construction lines, okay? Your earlobes go from, like, so I'm going to show you proportion-wise. Your earlobes go from your eye, well, about your eye to the bottom of your nose. So that's how you measure your earlobes. And your nose is about the same size as in fact, I would say your nose is pretty much the same size as your ears. And that's where your ears will lie. So if your nose goes from here to here, your ears will go from here to here. Hi, this is proportions. Okay, so if your nose goes from there to there, your ears go from there to there. Alright? So eyebrows are a funny thing. Eyebrows can be very, very expressive in a face. When we are drawing eyebrows, it's kind of a interesting concept because it adds so much character to a person. You can have teeny eyebrows, you can have thick eyebrows, you can have like monster eyebrows that are like this. But the whole idea is that you are adding them to a character to give them a lot more personality. So when you look at your face, your eyebrows move with your face. And I don't have massively expressive eyebrows. In fact, most of mine are falling out because I like to pull up my eyebrows when I'm stressed, but that's a different story. I used to have really thick, beautiful eyebrows. You can use basically, they tend to be thicker towards the middle of the bridge of the nose, and then go out and taper towards the end. This is a really simple eyebrow that you can look at. It's really quite complementary to the eye, and it follows the curve of the eyeball as well. So when you're drawing that, it follows the curve of the eye, and that is your basic eyebrow. You then have your thick brows, which can be quite low to a person's eye. This is someone who would have like it's to do with like the bridge between the top of your eye socket and the low part of your eye socket. Hey, that sticks to my earring. So if someone has quite a low bridge with their eyebrows tend to be lower. If someone has a higher bridge, they tend to have a more elegant brow, like that. And then you can use these to really change an expression in the person's face. If I want someone to be angry, I bring down the brows and do a V shape like that. If I want someone to be happy, I bring up the eyebrows like this, like an expression like, ha! And you can also change like lots of different things about it. Say I want someone like doing like a cheeky face. One eyebrow there and there's like that. Yeah. Oh, anatomy is so much fun to learn. There's also like worried, and worried tends to arch up like this. And I love the eyebrows. Like, yeah, I used to have eyebrows like this. But even then, you can make these very expressive. It's okay, I'm not. Anything I can do to help, it's absolutely fine. It's easier when I'm doing digital because I can just switch between it. But like, I would say like I'm funny. Eyebrows are possibly one of the most expressive parts of a face and can change a facial expression so much. Like from this person, they look like they are smiling, but if I just do, if I did this, they look like they're, you know, being sort of like, you know, I'm an evil person laughing. If I did this, they look like, oh, I'm so worried. I'm so like, you know, if I did, I'm just going to buff out that eye. Say if I did this, it looks like they're going, what? So eyebrows are possibly one of the most expressive parts to a person's face, and they can really help change a facial expression. Also, don't be afraid about making the eyes change as well. So if I tend to do someone that is happy, I tend to scrunch up this bottom part of their eye like this, and that really makes a person look like they are smiling more. If I want to make a person look slightly angrier, I actually change up the top part of the eye and then bring this part down like this. So then it really gives that sort of like angry shape to him. And if you have the eyebrow follow that shape as well, it kind of like squints and changes. So when you are actually using your expression, so if I look at the camera now, my face changes when I smile, and when I get angry, my eyes change as well. So it's about making those expressions more enjoyable. You can change so much about a character by just changing this part of the body. Never mind this. This is your expression part. Smiles really help. They like ding. But at the same time, you want your expressions to like totally like make a face be interesting. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Where was I? I'm determined to finish these lines. Figaro. Figaro. Also, it is starting to get really dark out there. Like, this clouds are just like looming over the top, just being like, I'm just waiting for it to just like all hell break loose. Yeah, as long as that can help someone. Like, I know there's so much that can be said about like anatomy and stuff like that. Yeah, it's why masquerade masks do work, because there's so much expression that can be worked in the eyeballs alone. I really hope that does help. There isn't a definitive way. This is why I don't really do drawing tutorials, is because there isn't one way to do things. There are hundreds of different ways to draw the same thing, and each person has their own technique and their own development. And I find that personally for me, breaking things down into shapes, I understand those shapes and can apply those shapes better. You'll be fine, so Lloyd still has his hat for now. Like, there's so many ways to draw one thing, and this is why I personally haven't done tutorials. But if you if there's stuff and advice that I can give, I will try my best, but it isn't the definitive way to do things in any way, shape or form. That's why it's just one of the reasons why I haven't done like proper tutorials. I'll do like guides and stuff and like show people how I do things, but it isn't the definitive way to do things. It never will be the definitive way to do things, because everyone has their own methods and there isn't one way to do things. If there was always one way to do things, everyone's art would look the same. Lloyd still has his hat. Oh, Bella is lurking. Are you looking for, Pudding? What are you doing? Oh, you heard me. You're coming over. Come on, come on, come on. What? I kept it PG? Exactly. I completely agree with that, Megan. It completely just depends on like how you do things and how you're going to draw it. But like there is like certain things that you can pick up from what other people do, which I find super helpful. But there's always ways that you can apply it to your own work as well. Steals a fun. No! Don't steal his hat! Please. I really don't want to thunderstorm while I'm on stream because I will freak out. Yeah, I want to get this line work done so that we can finish. I just want to add like some more background elements. Maybe bakes for God's surfaces. Cupcakes for all. You know, we're not about that dark side for cookies. We like cupcakes. Cupcakes are better. Duh. I've really enjoyed drawing birch trees lately. They have a really interesting concept to them with the striped birch trees. I love them, I love them, I love them. Also, this method of streaming is fun because it means that I get to react. I know 5 PM was 10 minutes ago, but I also really want to finish this line work during the stream. I'm sorry. Oh no! 2020 is bad enough as it is. Maybe that's the reason why 2020 has been this way, because he's had his hat on. It's alright guys, we've got each other. And we have the Discord and the streams, and as long as we look out for each other, that's all that matters. I love drawing them. They're so straight, and then they have really weird branches. They're just so much fun. Yeah, after I've finished, I'm almost finished the line work for this, and when I finish the line work, that's when I'll finish the stream, because it just makes more sense. So, on my Patreon, we're really close to 40 Patreons, which is, let's say really close, we're about 9 people away last time I checked. I don't like to check things like consistently, because it just you become obsessed with like checking numbers consistently, and it's just like no. So I check it every few days, and it means that when we hit 40 Patreons, I'm going to be doing a podcast for the Patreons, and it's where I sit down and I'll talk with other artists, and we'll discuss like the creative topic of the month, and talk about like things that are helpful and stuff like that. It's just like really fun to be able to do that. Lloyd has his own throne which sits upon it with a plate of Mimi Witch's cupcakes. They're not done, but here's another work in progress of our lovings. Oh my god, I'll have to check that out in a bit. I'm getting thirsty. It's because I'm talking so much. But no, I'm going to be doing a podcast when I hit 40 patrons, and that's just essentially like where we sit down and we talk about the topic of the month and stuff like that. And me and my partner were talking about it before, and I really want to do some like really nice art for it, you know, while the podcast is happening, because it won't be happening like face to face. Can you change your pledge from Patreon amount? Yes, you can. So say if you don't want to do the print tier, you only want the digital tier, you can do. Or if you want the full tier, you can do that from month to month. So you can change whenever you want, which is really good. It doesn't charge you until the first of the next month. So say if you changed it on the 2nd of July, it doesn't charge you till the 1st of August, which is really good. But if you change it, say if you change it now before July the 1st, you'll be charged for that one instead of the previous one, if that makes any sense. But no, like, when we hit that amount, it's gonna be fun. This month the theme is Summer with Prickles, which is gonna be a set of 4 postcard prints to do with prickles and summer. And I've got a really cute idea for the sticker design for that month as well. It's gonna be prickles in like summer outfits. I'm super excited about that. It looks so cute. But there will be an update to Patreon this week. I have a lot to do this week. Lots to do. Ah. Ba, 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 da. Ba, da, ba, Prickles, but he's a beach ball. Prickles, but he has the beach ball on him. That's the thing, like, I like to give things exclusive to the Patreon because, like, you know, you guys are supporting the work already, and that's phenomenal, and it's like, oh my gosh. And I also don't like to put too much stuff behind a paywall because, you know, yes, as an artist it helps, but you know, I have a lot of stuff up on stores which if people wanted things they can do, and even by people watching videos that helps more than you realise. You know, because I earn money through videos, so if you watch a video, you know, that helps a little bit. Watching the streams helps as well because the streams are monetized. We're not making him a ball of destruction because he's pointy. Yeah, he would have, like, if he had a beach ball, it'd be popped on him. It'd be like sagging on his head and he's using it as like a sun hat. I feel like I need to just put one thing here. So you'll notice the distance in the trees. I'm not putting any details on the back ones, and this is just so the further stuff gets away. It's just shredding. Like the surfing Pikachu, Megan. Oh my god, but it's prickles. Where's my notebook? Stop giving me ideas. So the idea is, like, I'm going to do like a series of 4 postcards, and one is going to be like Prickles the Explorer, where he's got like a little explorer hat and he's exploring the desert with like the cacti around him, kind of very similar to one of the pieces that I did in here, which was for my daily draw challenge. Kind of want to do something like that, but he's more like he has a little jacket on and stuff. Some of the stuff in here I really liked, actually. I'm going to continue this draw daily challenge after this month just because I've been really busy. 2 Mimis and Lloyd on the beach. You could do, yeah. And then there's going to be like another one where he's like laying on a beach with coconuts around him and he's just chilling. Prickles dressed as a lifeguard. Oh my god. Where's my notebook? Life. With like sunscreen under his face. Life. God. Prickles? Yep. Just... I understand when my friends end up doing longer streams just because, like, you end up chatting for the majority of that. You can't get as much art done as you would prefer, like, like, you can't get loads of art done during a stream because you get distracted fairly easily. Little Prickles rolling in a... Oh, that would be so satisfying. It'll just get stuck. Here comes a burrito. I get so angry. I've got pictures of Prickles that I've drawn where he's got leaves stuck to him. You know, after he's jumped into like a pile of leaves and they've gotten everywhere. He's just such a disaster boy. It makes me very happy. And just gotta make these few lines. Just so then we've got the illusion of like... stuff in the background, and then it's just so that when it's colouring in it's just a little bit more fun for people, because some people like complication and then other people's like simplifications. So you just have to have a happy balance when you're doing colouring pages. It's all about balance, and sometimes it's very difficult to get that balance. Now we're just gonna bring up some more lines and just like bring it like this. Prickle's making us Prickles as a food. No, I haven't drawn him as food yet. Oh, maybe we could do that for summer. Like, I could do a series of summer stickers with Prickles if you want me to. Why would you put that poor cat into the flames? I imagine he'd make popcorn. I've drawn Prickles as a Christmas tree before. He's like been in the comics. I think I've turned him into like different things before. Let's just to simplify things. I don't like to add too much black to it though, because it's up to people whether or not they want a lighter colour background or a darker colour background. So it's spiky as it stands a distance away. Almost done. Almost done, guys. And then you can shout Kaloo that the stream will be over. All hail Lloyd. Just gonna thicken some of these lines. Gonna thicken them. Stellar plastic lawn flamingo. So my colouring pages are absolute mess, but they're free. You know what? Colouring pages is a really good practice for just like line work in general. Like if you want to, say even if you don't do them as a sellable thing, colouring pages are just a really good way to practice line work. And if you ever want to practice line work, they're a fantastic tool for just doing that. So if you ever want to practice colouring, that's why colouring pages are really helpful. Because some days you just don't want to do like an entire line work. I need to thicken that line there. It's like blending into that tree, so we just need to... I saw a complaint once on one of my videos that I draw my lines too thick. Like, and I was like, yes, because that's how you differentiate between the foreground and the background. That's just my style. I personally don't like really thin lines. I like expressive lines, so like thick and thin. But that's just me. Because you want the illusion. The illusion is so there. This music is so chill, it hurts. I feel like we should be listening to like Fight at the Bumblebees. Oh, Razor Jolly, thank you. I want to do a sketch request stream at some point where randomly we'll choose like people for the streams to draw their characters, just like really like sketch shit, but it'd be fun. Oh, a Lloyd and Sarah Millim. There we are. What do we think? I really like this page. This is going to be a really nice colouring page. Maybe thicken this section here a little bit. Just differentiate that hair. He made it freshly. This is a metal. Da, 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 da. I'd love to listen to metal. We can't. It's copyright. How many annoying sounds can we make in one stream? There we are. That's better. Thicken that section a little bit. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think it turned out really nice. It's going to be a nice colouring page, definitely. But now I have 2 more done, which is really good. So now I have to work on the Mushroom Hunters one, and then I'm going to do a carousel themed one as well, as a throwback to my first colouring book, which was Life is a Carousel, which I'm really, really happy about. So I'm excited to get working on those. But I'm going to thank you all for joining me on this crazy stream. We had so much fun, and I'm really glad that people like the new setup. I really want to practice doing digital art more, and if you are happy with me doing that, I will pretty much be continuing with this setup for the future, if that's okay with you. Lloyd, our Lord and Savior, looks so majestic. That's because he is majestic. I will make a Malem emote for the stream, for the Lloyd is a carousel horse. No. No, it doesn't work that way. But no, you're coming individually, you have to buy those books. So Amna, right now they'll only be available as the book. In the future they may be available as separate colouring pages. But right now they're only going to be available in the book. So this is a part of the colouring book Kickstarter, which is currently happening right now. But in the future they will be available separately, because I'm working out how to do that up on Etsy, because you can list digital sales individually. This is elevator music, and now thanks to you I've got the idea of flying the bumblers. He rides the carousel. I wonder if I can sneak him onto the carousel. I'll write that down. Because it's going to be a forest carousel with a deer girl, which I'm really excited about. But yes, so essentially we'll do that and that and that and that and that. Yep, roughly doodling. Oh, thank you, Amna. I really appreciate that. Like, genuinely do appreciate that. Like, all the support from all of you is phenomenal, and I can't thank you enough. I really do appreciate it. I'm really happy with what we drew, and what we did during this stream. Putting up with you, I am so happy that I get to put up with you all. It's fantastic. When we streamed for 3.5 hours today, that's we did really well. I just thank you all, honestly. Like, it's makes me very happy that you would sit and draw along, and I'm really happy for the madness. Yay! Yes, so we'll be streaming again next week. Don't know what we'll be doing next week. Probably a character design. Yes, we'll do a character design together next week. I'll do it digitally, just so that we can all draw along together, because I really want to get some digital practice in. I was trying that syrup here. Yeah, I really like the syrup brush, but that's just a personal preference, really. Oh, thank you, Moonsong. Thank you. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Twitch streams won't start next week. They'll start the week after, because I basically need to figure out a day that I can do Twitch streaming that's feasible. But yeah, there'll be that. Lloyd Cupcakes will happen. There'll be a video on Thursday as normal, and there will be a stream next week on Sunday where we will design a character together. So thank you all so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate it, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Now, as always, folks, stay creative. Bye. Woo, woo. See you later, everyone. Meet you in the Discord, because that's going to be ridiculous.